It's not the chair. It's not.
Is there a button with this?
Yeah, it's the fact that I have lower back problems.
Have you got a good bed or what?
Huh?
You have a good bed? I just like a nice firm bed.
How flexible
Yeah,
are your
like
hamstrings?
the bed's pretty good. But no, the problem is my job and picking up kids and bulging discs. So
And don't help. The bulging disc part.
and end up getting too busy to do my physio that I'm supposed to if I can fix myself. So get lazy with it and whatever. So
Because I've just changed bed over and it's like a nice firm, just like a soft mattress and broke my back. It's been like ridiculously bad last 3 weeks.
yeah, no, my bed's pretty good. I mean, the mattress is pretty good. It's we upgraded a few years ago to a decent one, but yeah, no, the problem is just the I throw it out doing either work stuff or picking up kids, although that's at least getting less often as they get bigger, or sort of, but then when they are bigger, they're heavier to pick up. So, but yeah.
Well, we're on.
I'm gonna. That's the new norm, is to just let you guys talk amongst yourselves till somebody notices that we're live.
I just assumed
Talking
we were
about
live
comfy
already.
mattress.
Alrighty. Hello, friends. We're back.
There's no one
Quinn
there.
is here. And welcome to the stream. I hope you're
It's
all
me.
having fun.
And me!
If you guys are new here, my character is Anti. I'm playing a wizard. I'm getting really excited to play this game. Characters, introduce yourself. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Craig. I'm Gangle, the wild half orc ranger.
I'm Aurora. I am Labitha, a paladin centaur of Smite.
Smightiness! I'm Aaron. I'm
Smartiest Maximus.
Cyrax, or better known as Shidrax, the barbarian.
And I am Sam. I play Lanthanus, the Eladrin swords bard, slightly warlock tinged character.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in and watching this stream at a later date, if that is the case. Where are we at? DM.
I was busy.
My name's Nick. I'm the DM. Doesn't give me a chance to introduce my fucking self.
Oh, Mr.
Anyway.
Turn the stream on and let what
Anyway.
organically unfold occur.
Yeah. It's organic.
It was. It
It's
was.
it's
Is it
organic.
grass fed?
Yes.
Actually, yes, it is.
I eat plants.
I don't.
Okay. So last we left off, you guys
Why would you have a plan?
found yourself deep in the Poison Peaks, searching for an item that you've needed to maybe remove one of the gestalt pieces.
Just slide the brush.
Because lifting them is what I did.
It's safe to take.
And so upon defeating the foe that lied within and finding what you needed, you felt happy with yourselves, I'm guessing? Getting your little scorpion. So
Happy.
We got Scorpion.
I'm guessing you guys, after obtaining these items, start to make your way back towards the road, and your cart.
Might be a nice.
Seems the logical. We've got to figure out how to get back over the bridge then.
Yeah.
Although
Let's
I
go.
suppose
How
we
did
just
we
use
get
the,
over
I
the
suppose
first
we can
one?
use the same trick as well.
Yeah.
I guess.
Same method.
I would go as far as to say though, before we left this area to do just a final scout, like, was this the end of the chamber work?
Well,
I'll do an
once-
investigation.
Once you defeated the poison ivy vines,
Demon vine.
The hardest vine
what
in
was
the
it?
world.
Evanescence's rose.
Divine.
Bush.
The bush.
Get it right.
Me love the bush.
You the portal closed down after you defeated the beasts within, and the scorpions came back. What was that, Gango? I didn't hear.
Oh shit.
Well, then fucking listen, because I'm not repeating myself again tonight. And so you make your way back towards the road. Your carriage is still there awaiting. The horses also. And I'm guessing you guys make your way back north towards Shidakath. Or where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
How are you going for spell slots and whatnot?
I mean,
A little resty.
is your,
I
your
mean-
partner will still be okay? Love does?
Look, I think we should go find out what's happening with him. If anybody's available, we can continue the quest that I came along with. My poor lover. He's waiting.
Well, I would say
Sorry, Dad.
there's nothing for us down here. Let us head back. Wouldn't everyone agree?
Yes, I agree. We're gonna
Maybe
get the
the town.
scorpions to Seminole.
In
Thanks,
which
Tony,
case,
for the shout out, bro. But that's in his channel. He's probably going to raid us in a sec. I don't know if he's raided us already, but he's given us a shout out for 7 viewers.
in any sense,
In any way.
yeah, just head. I think just head back. No one has any other plans.
I think I should take a little bit of a rest at some point.
Because you
Unless
blew through your slots, your smite
Yes.
slots as quick as you
all
could
of that
spend them.
fighting has left my arms really tired. Yeah.
Gangor, I took the horses on the way here.
What
Jolly
time-
Bear, you
what
take
time of
them on
day
the
is
way
it?
back. I want to put up my legs. I was very useful earlier. It's time for me to rest my eyes, and by that I mean look through my spells again.
Well, we always do take it in turns.
Well, yes. It is your turn.
Is it?
Yes. That is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh. Alright.
You two stop bickering at the front there.
We're not bickering, it's just, you know, Gangor and Antique. It's another little funny tale.
Can't we all get along?
Alright, give me the reins. Off you go.
So you guys saddle up and head off, do you?
Yep, we're heading back along the way in which we came.
Excellent.
What was it that we got here? The item that we got?
We got half a dozen scorpions that we needed.
What did we just do?
Sick.
Or what didn't we just do?
Oh, so did we need blood of them or something like that?
Correct.
Right.
But we've still got them with us, yeah, the scorpions.
Yes.
So we can bleed them later.
Yeah. We can make them bleed later. We can harvest their blood.
We can bleed that blood.
Why don't you breed them together
I
first
just
so
want to
you've got
remind
other
myself because I
scorpions to like...
I said
scattered a bit, but yeah.
Let's milk them.
And speaking of which, I could probably cast enlarge on them as well to heal.
Get more blood out of
Cut the
them.
head off.
Oh, that might go down well. Enlarged scorpion.
Well,
Roll initiative.
Oh.
You could write it.
no. We'll go to the manor and we'll do it, and we're Cyrax in there. I think you know.
I like it.
Cyrax, I have a little coliseum back at the manor. If you're interested,
I don't think I'll ever get that costume.
I was wondering. You don't happen to have a taste for scorpion, do you?
I've always got a taste for blood. Can't you?
Well, in this instance, you cannot. We need every drop of this blood. But I was thinking, with my new spell, I can increase the size of these scorpions. I can yield more blood. And then we can sell more blood to merchants. We have a grand scheme. It will have lots of gold. And I'll get magical items and learn new spells. And you can get, you know, some blood vials of some other nature.
Oh, that sounds alright.
You owe me a blood. How do we do this?
Soon. Once we get back to the manor, we'll set up a little arena. And maybe we could even place some bets.
And where exactly are you guys having this conversation?
Inside of the carriage.
In the carriage as it's moving?
Correct.
Who's driving?
Gangle.
Give us
Go
an
back.
an animal handling roll, please.
First rule of the game. Oh, it's pretty good.
Just standing up riding the
It is.
It's an 18.
Okay, yes, okay. You make your way without incident back to a familiar bridge. But this time you travel across that bridge for a good few minutes because remember how long it is? It's super long. And you get to the end of it and there's that 30-foot gap.
DM.
Yes.
How much time has occurred?
Since when?
The travel between where we were in the carriage.
Here you go, I'll look it up. So it was day 115 when you came to the Frog Bridge. It is now... After you've travelled back to...
I can't find my book.
Once you reach the Frog Bridge, it'll be day 124, about midday.
Okay, so a few days have passed.
Yeah.
Because I just need to know what my spell slot inventory is looking like. If it was the same day, this would not be happening.
Okay, well then you didn't tell me that you had a long rest.
Well, what time of
Yes,
day
I
is
was
it?
wondering about that.
No, yeah.
Well, now it's
has a
about
few-
midday.
No, but it has a few
A
days.
few days
passed.
has passed.
Okay, so during
Between, I think what he's asking is between finishing the fight of where we were and the
Yes.
Frog Bridge where we are now.
Yeah.
It's been a few days.
It's been a few days.
So there has been long rests.
Huh? There has been an opportunity to have a long rest, but no one spoke up and said, hey, can we take a long
Well,
rest?
obviously we can't just go through the night forever
I did
and
at
ever
the
and
very
ever.
start.
You can all take an exhaustion
I did.
I
point.
did at the very start.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Have
How
it,
do we
everyone
do
have an
that,
exhaustion
Sam?
point.
I said a little resty poo. and then
I mean, it's on there.
That's
Or we could
not-
just.
that's very well.
You got to speak up.
Alright.
And now you're all
What's
exhausted.
an exhaustion point?
How do we apply that?
Well, I mean, if we're having a long rest, it will go away after a long rest anyway. So.
So long
Yeah.
rest. I was
Gee!
Okay, so
My arms sure are
Alright.
tired still. Maybe we should stop for a
I
rest.
didn't
Look,
take
I was
time
having
like
a
30
very good
minutes.
time talking about the Colosseum. It was so
I mean, to get over the bridge, we're gonna
I'm
need
happy to sleep.
we're gonna need spell slots back to get over the bridge. Anyway, so.
So, are you guys gonna
Lavis's
are you
legs
guys
collapsed.
gonna sleep here on the bridge? Are you?
I would say that
To the
Or do you want to
common
do you want a red
sense,
con? Do you
common
want a
sense
red
would
con?
dictate that we probably would have had a long rest
Okay, so you
at
want
some
a red
point
con?
in the night.
Okay, so let's rewind back
Yeah, let's do that.
to coming out of the forest. I'm assuming that you're not going to long rest right where you had this battle, right? So where are you going to travel to?
What is the time of the day at that point?
Fucking hell.
That was
Quinn, you're so
what
It
I
was at
gonna
night.
ask.
So it was like, so after the battle
Sleep.
finished, you're just going to sleep right there.
Yeah, because at that stage our carriage was actually hidden under. We'd already camouflaged it.
Now, where are you standing right now?
With
Where's
the
your
bag.
character standing right now?
Like our character's standing in the fringe of the forest.
So you've travelled from where we had the encounter, where we found the portal, to where? Tell me where you've travelled to.
to the carriage.
To the carriage. Okay.
How far away was the carriage from where we were?
Like 12 hours walk.
So we wouldn't have done that if we come out and it's night time. We're not going to spend 12 hours.
There's no
overnight.
out. You were already out.
Well, what I mean is, yeah, we're finished the encounter. We're
Okay,
not
well
gonna-
that's all well and great that you say that now, but you didn't tell me before. You got to
We're
speak up.
trying to ascertain this. Okay,
Yeah.
we come
Realised
out.
we
It's
had
you said
to
it's
do-
nighttime, as in
Yep.
it's nighttime at some point in the night.
Yep.
It's been nighttime for a while.
It's about midnight now.
Yeah. So what we will probably do is set up camp where we are.
Right where you are. Right at this place right here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
Do the same thing. Lehman's tiny hut.
Cool.
Set watches.
Can I have all
And
Hut Quinn?
Yes, absolutely. So I would be doing the ritual spell, Leonard's tiny hut.
Leonard's tiny hut.
Leonard's tiny hut.
Lehman.
Lemon's tiny hut.
And
Tiny.
yeah. Set up some watches. So I will trance for 4 hours and watch for
Remember the
4
bus?
hours.
Resty boy.
So as you attempt to cast your spell, you notice that for some reason your magic doesn't seem to be working in this area.
It seems I can't cast my magic anymore. It seems to be where we are. I don't know what's preventing me from casting magic exactly. Would have to investigate before I can do this.
Can I try and cast a cantrip? Like
Yeah, go right ahead.
prestidigitation?
It has no effect.
Doesn't
It
seem to
sort of
work.
sparkles, spacks into your hand.
All these spells were working before. I wonder why they're
Just
not
your
working
magic.
now.
Well, we could attempt to rest in this area, but I think it might be best if we set up a form of defense for such a thing. What do you reckon? Shall we move on and find somewhere else to camp for the time being?
Perhaps if we walk just far enough outside of whatever's stopping your magic, we could potentially cast a protective spell then.
Okay, well, lead the way, Cyrax.
There may be something about this area and this.
That'll be directly behind him, though.
What has happened here that
Construction,
means, which is stopping the magic. Perhaps we should
Can
move a
everybody
distance
just give
away.
me a pecking order of just where you're generally
Yeah, that'll
standing?
do.
So I'd be standing probably on like a taller, on like maybe it would be like around like that, and I'd be like standing at a taller point. I think.
And this is
This
us
was the portal
in
here,
the,
was
when we're
it?
talking.
Oh, is that where we were?
Yeah.
Yeah, the port. Yeah,
Okay, well then would be.
Assuming the portal was here, so we would have been
kind of like around.
somewhere
the
over
corner-ish.
here.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Wherever we go, I'm probably somewhere in the back because I'm slopping around in the mud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push the sand in the middle. Yeah, right there.
Right
I
there,
mean,
right
wouldn't the
there.
exit will be that way though?
I think we came from. Was it that way? or
From
that
this
way?
direction.
That way.
You did
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
So I mean,
I'd be probably at the back of the back.
Yeah, and I'd be
Just
on this
move
taller point, just talking to everyone, and
Is Gango up a tree?
Slapping up the tree.
No, he's already down the tree.
He'd already come down. From
Yeah,
the
he
tree
came down the tree.
before the end of the battle.
Yeah,
He
I'm
did
cool.
jump
I'm
down.
chill.
I think he doesn't like that tree.
That tree's old.
There's some bad memories.
It's old news. No, that was the other tree. That wasn't this one.
He's joined
Yeah,
the
so if that doesn't work here,
No,
we'll try
Well, that tree was a good one. That tree
Move
came down.
some distance away, keep casting a cantrip until
Until it
the cantrip
works.
works, or we've been travelling for a bit of time that we just have to call it quits and just sleep without the leaving stone cut.
Don't give him that option.
That is the action that I think is the best action to take when everyone.
We'll start moving back
I agree.
towards
Okay,
so we're
so
doing
you
this
start-
way.
until the
Travelling
magic
west.
seems to work. If the magic seems to work, otherwise, if we go for like an hour and the magic's still not working, we're probably just going to have to rest,
Take a nap,
rest where
yeah.
we're at, set up a camp,
I'd be heading the hell out of this.
set up watches to
Yeah, so
try
I
and
was
stop us
wondering,
from
Just had
being
a hold nearly rampage.
ambushed.
Excellent. Thank you for the information that you have given to me, party. So, you make your way west. Did that just fuck with everybody's head or what? You make your way back west, and you reach, and Lanthanus, as you go, you try to play your flute, your lute, and spark a hand. And
Looty loot.
nothing seems to happen until you get to the edge of that forest where that plain is in front of you, and you can finally your lute rings out with those tones that you're so used to. It's brilliance and
Yeah, it's
vibrancy.
time to crash.
And so you cast your heart.
Yes.
Yeah,
Aw.
ritual cast, tiny
Welcome,
hut.
Raven. I was sad that you weren't here.
We were all wondering where you were.
right, right.
So I was
Alright,
late. I
it's
was
not
late.
something
Wondering if
to-
something was
to-
happening.
We
It's
started
good
late
to see you.
anyway, so.
Worried about you.
Hello.
Okay, so
Didn't miss much.
you wake on the morning of the 122nd day. And you can all have a long rest. Is that what you want me to say?
Yep.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
I mean, some needed more than others, but yep, sure.
Sorry, it's all better.
With our long rest, do we have any experience from the last 3 sessions at all?
The last 3 sessions?
Well, I mean, we've done experience for 3 sessions, and we're only like 2,000 XP off level 9.
Fine. Let's level up.
How do you do that?
Oh, we should have leveled up, yeah.
Don't should have anything. Next game.
Hey,
Next
you realise
game.
how I asked? I asked a question.
Thank you.
I didn't say we should
I
just tell you how it
appreciate
is.
that you don't.
I mean, achoo. Sorry, I've got hay fever.
There you go. Upon that, finding yourselves waking in the morning, you feel strength growing through you, and you can all level up to level.
Level up!
Level are we? 9.
9!
Okay, so in which case, we're just resuming from where our character was, where we're...
You wake up in the morning, leveled up.
With a long rest and level up.
Oh yeah, okay, do you want us all just to do that now?
XP. Got to
They're gonna level up.
Level up!
Talk about what you're doing with your characters.
Let's do that.
Let's level up Millie too.
All right. So I guess as
the people watching this will probably know. Well, I am a wizard class, and because I get to level up, I get to choose 2 new spells. Yes, learning stuff more useful by the minute. So I wake up, and there are 2 new pages in my book. And what will those pages read? Find out in the next couple of minutes.
Thought you already had it picked.
In a few.
No, because that would be very optimizing of me for me to plan ahead.
I was thinking about multi-classing.
Well, you're either thinking about it or you're doing it because the time is now.
That is the last character card I make for you.
In Druid.
Just letting you know.
Don't you already have like?
You get 3 classes on your card. That is.
We had this discussion the other day, Quinn.
Yeah, and I told you that you will get no more art.
But right now.
You heard.
I get
I,
4th level spells.
but like,
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, but like, hear me out, man. Hear me out. Don't
Hey,
worry.
how do you get your HP up here? So I forgot how to do that. Just manage HP.
So
Yeah,
what
you
about
need to- Don't you have like a permanent reduction?
Yeah.
Do you remember exactly how you
do you
Yes,
require any
minus 2.
So if you
particular
just do your level
things you'd like to talk
normally,
about
it
with your
should
class
automatically do your
upper?
HP.
I can see.
If you just do your HP,
I'm alright,
if
I
you
think
just
I'll
do
go
it, it should automatically do your HP, and then you have to
Slight,
adjust it.
slight.
Yeah, because I've
How
done that
much?
before and thousands of times and it's always worked. But I've had to do something separately for the HP.
Actually, I don't think I need to.
So I should be on 100 now.
How do we check what we get when we level up, Sam?
What do you level it up in? I'll tell you what you get.
Rogue 4.
Rogue 4, you get a feat or an ASI.
Paladin 9.
You get 3rd level spells.
Ooh.
3rd level spells.
Wizard's 9?
There we go.
Well, you get 5th level spells. Everyone, yeah. So when you're picking your spells, you can pick 5th level spells.
Useful wizard!
Yes!
And everyone at level 9, no matter what, no matter whether you multiclass or whatever, gets proficiency bonus up to +4 now. So all your attack bonuses, spell DCs, everything else is all going to go up by 1 as well.
Yes.
So as I woke up, I just felt this aura coming out of me now.
I don't feel so pure.
I feel like I'm a little bit taller.
Salty.
Sorry, I just
I'll
rolled
say.
100 HP. Let's go.
You're gonna hate me, Quinn,
Uh,
because I put another level. She's now a bard, druid, sorcerer.
alright, I'm going Druid.
Okay.
Quinn's just like,
Where will the text go?
you'll make
Make bigger cards.
You'll make it work.
They're just A3 sized.
Okay. Now look, I'm gonna have to work around these new challenges.
Holy
things
shit! I've got 5th level spells.
Now you got 5th level spell slots. You won't have 5th level spells
Okay, yeah.
because you're multiclass.
Yeah, okay.
But you can
But
can't.
you can upcast. Yeah, you can use those spell slots to upcast things. So I think 'cause she's what's her highest level? Is Bard 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can, cast 3rd level Bard spells or 2nd level Sorcerer spells, or now 1st level and 1st level Druid spells,
Yeah.
and any of them can be upcast to 5th
Oh,
level.
Goodberry.
4th level.
Fucking prepare that shit.
Good berries.
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Druids can get essentially change their prepared spells every day, unlike Rangers. So
Yeah.
I will say what I'm doing
multiclassing
for my level up. I'm leveling up.
multiclassing Druid.
I am now a level. I'm a
I get another
level.
spell.
Level 9, so I'm
Dragon's breath.
7 Swords Bard, 2 Hexblade Warlock. I get 4th level spells, which I am unlearning slow, so I don't have slow anymore. But I am learning Dimension Door and Rowlatham Psychic Lance. And that is pretty much all I get for my level up choice. I do have now a save DC of 17, spell attack bonus of +9. Then my attack bonus for my magical longsword is +10, which is fucking sick.
Holy shit! I've got +4 to initiative now.
I've got +5 to initiative.
Well, suck a D ding dong.
I've got +11 in acrobatics. I've got +9 in persuasion, +8 in perception. So my passive perception is now 18.
She rolled initiative 14.
I was just saying, I was like, why is mine going up?
Huh?
Still +2. So
Yeah,
Cyrax,
you didn't read it.
yeah.
You're right.
Cyrax, he leveled up again, and so he's 2 levels of fighter and 7 levels of barbarian. Extra fighter level gives me the action surge for 1 round, so that means I can get potentially 4 attacks. Is that
You
correct?
can do 4 attacks in a round if you use action surge.
In a round, yeah. So it's double your first move, yeah. Sweet.
Well, essentially, it gives you an extra action.
Yeah.
And so because you're a barbarian with extra attack,
Yeah.
when you attack, you take
That's
2
automatic.
How do I get a
attacks.
second level necromancy spell?
Which is sick.
What's that?
I can take a second level necromancy spell.
What?
Wither and Bloom.
And Cyrax has finally hit 100 HP.
I have 66.
Tanky
But
barbarian.
I don't get hit much stuff.
Yeah,
I've got 63.
You're like the elastic man.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do we-
to be a necromancer?
Same for
So I knew it was wizard.
Yes.
You just gotta think
We
about
are.
how you want to attack.
How do I?
So you can just like tell and spy about how many plates and I.
Yeah.
What's happening
Now,
inside.
how do I?
You can always change your mind or change your mind. But it's not
How do I
there yet.
check the level up?
You can always make an idea and make another idea. Take that idea as a background.
Yeah, so
because
go
if your
manage.
character dies,
So manage experience and levels. Character levels, sorry.
no, I would go class and then choose a race that's
yeah.
optimal.
That's where you get
That supports
everything.
your
So if you click
character
on class features, so you level up your rogue, yeah? So class features, if you go down, there'll be
100
a choice
points,
you can make.
That's good, yeah.
So choose your class. and
100
it's about
HP.
the
What's your lowest stat?
Lowest.
Is it intelligence?
Feats, or are you going to take?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Are you on
ability
deck?
score increase?
So you take next. See if I make you make a charisma check, you take next.
Anything? I don't think I've passed 1 charisma save in
What's
24
your?
episodes.
Have you got 20
23
dex?
because obviously missed the
No.
bonus.
So you
Shit.
could get 20 dex, that would make sense. The other thing you can do is
Yeah.
like,
boy.
I mean, the other thing you could do, you know, he's the great weapon master that he uses, where he gets extra 10 damage for one type of hit. You can get that with sharpshooter for range weapons as well.
That well, how's that weapon not shooting?
So same thing. So essentially, it's exactly almost the same. So the sharpshooter thing gives you the option with ranged weapons to take a -5 to hit with a +10 damage, and you choose each shot whether you use it.
You know how to
it
level
also
up Aurora?
it also gives you.
I think it did it
Don't
automatically.
suffer the disadvantage of long
Once you
range.
add the XP.
So no matter what range
Yeah,
you're
I
at,
clicked
And
level 9, it added
you
all the
ignore cover,
HP,
so
I went back to the
everything
main
is
screen,
covered,
all the
but
3rd level spells were
essentially,
there, and I was like,
if
oh,
people are
okay.
behind cover, all that kind of stuff.
You should be able to
ignore cover
choose
and stuff
another
like
one.
that as well.
I'll take the dex.
What do you mean?
I mean, Dex is always good.
You'll get another spell at least.
No, I got it in a couple.
She'll get 3rd level spell
No.
list that she now knows.
No.
Ah.
He knows all 3rd
I didn't
level
choose
spells.
them, they're just
There's
there.
not really anything but from dex
Yeah.
that I really want, hey.
I mean, there are things.
I don't know if there's
Let's
more
look
to
at
it than that, it
let's
just
check
seemed
it.
You
really
can
got
change,
spells?
you can change back. You can go through the things.
Yeah, I've already done that.
I mean, there's a few feats and stuff like that. I can't remember
It
which
seems
ones.
pretty straightforward. I wasn't sure if I could like add extra, but nothing.
I mean, sharpshooter's the big one that would.
Stands
Because I'm looking at this and it's like, oh, picking things. I'm like, oh, that's fun. And I went through and I was like, there's nothing to pick.
Yeah, yours is.
It just kind of does it, hey?
Yours because there's not much to. There's no choices you need to
For the
make except for
paladins, yeah.
when you go to your spells. So you go to your spell list.
Yeah.
So if you click on your spells.
And then it just tells me
and you
right
go
at
to
the bottom.
No, so you go to manage spells,
Yeah.
and then you can basically go to your prepared spells.
Yeah.
Or go to your all your
No
spells.
spells?
If you go to all your spells, and you can essentially change them, so you can
I think I'm
prepare
dead
some.
inside.
You get, I think you get extra
see what you
preparation.
mean.
My mate comes
Yeah.
over last
And you
night.
can now prepare 3rd
I
level
just brought
spells.
pizza.
And
Yeah.
Really good pizza.
because of Oath of Devotion, you automatically
Best
get
pizza I've got.
some spells
He brings it
prepared.
over.
Yeah.
So
Like
I would
these
just
ones
watch
that
out. Really
showed
hot,
up
like,
as Beacon
I
of Hope was
heated
a new
it up,
one.
bro.
Yeah.
Spell Magic.
Yeah,
They
so
were already
so you
there.
automatically get those prepared automatically,
Yeah.
which don't count against your
What do you mean,
limitations.
slice
And then I
chips?
can choose
Um,
more.
And then you can actually prepare other 3rd level spells.
Raven's
Um,
pissed, Nick.
Let's have
I have selected my first spell, people. The first spell that Antifa will be adding to his spellbook is Wall of Force.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
clutch 5th level spell.
I just chose ability.
It looks
so
like
you
it
can,
is.
I
Yeah,
used
so
it
you
on
can
you
choose
in
things
like
if you want.
episode 4 or something.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
2.
I was like, this
Yeah,
brings
so
a lot of
you get plus
spells.
1 in 2s, or you just get plus 2 in 1. So if you want both decks, you just do dex and dex.
But I think there was another one that I wanted was Constitution. Maybe.
What's your dex at the moment, though? If your dex is an
I'll
even
just
score,
leave this.
if your dex is an even score, yeah, you still got abilities if you want. See what your abilities are at the moment. So if you go down,
That's that.
because you currently because this is your totals which are adjusted for modifiers and stuff. So you're currently at 18. So if you add 1 and give it 19, it's not going to give you any benefit.
Sorry, I
If
just
you
wanted
take
all the
20,
books back
you'll
to
get a
freak
plus
him
1
out.
increase.
I just wanted all the books back to freak him out.
So Constitution.
And it worked.
'Cause I'm rolling out.
And I have chosen my second spell.
I mean, you can choose Constitution, but then you've only
Let's
got
hear it.
plus
Sorry,
1 back.
Raymond.
You'd be better off choosing like a half feat to give
This,
you
the second
plus 1
spell
Constitution and then
that I am adding
because
to my spell book is
if you give
Fast
yourself
Step.
plus 2, because if you give yourself plus
Do you
1
want me to
dex,
read what
plus 1
Fast Step
Constitution,
does?
It's
Yeah.
a fast
Plus
step.
dex is
They make
enough.
it
You
move
can-
fast.
That's far.
Okay, so it's a
So
concentration
so
spell that
you
lasts
can't
up to
really-
1
So
minute.
if I go here,
You teleport up to 60 feet to an
Yeah.
unoccupied space you
There
can
we
see.
go.
On each of your turns, before the spell ends, as a bonus action, you can travel 60 foot.
Well, there you go, cross
the
the
one
bridge,
that gives
easy.
me the dex though.
No, so it's not one that will give you dex and con.
Useful,
There are
evasive
half
wizard!
Which will give you plus 1
You're like a little
I'm glad
pinball.
this game's going to be over
one
soon.
like ability, so like plus 1 to con.
Nick's hearing like, okay, the slippery, the wizard just became the slippery
No,
wizard.
so there's
The slippery lizard.
there's
Wizard
some of the feats
and the
will
slippery
give
fist.
you, instead of giving you just
Oh,
an
I found a
ability,
new band
it'll
today.
give you like a plus 1 to an ability
They're
score.
called
and
Sleep
then give you a
Token.
few other
They're
benefits.
fucking
So
sick. This guy's
you
voice.
could use that to raise your constitution up to 16, but you wouldn't get any bonus to your dex.
It's heavy.
There's no way to get your dex up to 20 and your constitution up to 16. You can only do like a plus 2 or plus 1 in 2 different ones.
Are the effects because of undead thralls of dance Macabre times by 2?
What's that?
Because of undead thralls, is the effects of dance
So
Macabre
you
times
get
by 2?
4 attacks.
You have to
Only
read
on one
I'd have to
turn.
look at the spell to see, because I don't know.
The wording
every
is
short rest as well. So it's
you
one
get
on one.
can raise up to
Surge. That's literally the reason I went
5
to fighter.
small
And
or medium
then
corpses.
there is a third
Is that
level as well I
10
went to
due to
fighter,
undead
but
thralls?
obviously if we get there, we'll get
I
the
would
time
have
up
to
there.
double check, but I'm pretty sure Under Thrall says when you use the
Yeah, I wanted-
animate death spell.
Oh,
So
is it?
I
Okay.
I think, double check your rules, because I might
I think let's go through
But it
that.
might just add that that attack
Character-
bonus to
character.
the skeleton.
when you create undead,
That's pretty
use the
dope
wording-
combo. Sorcerer, barber,
Yeah, the extra damage, like the extra proficiency
Ultimate
in armor
magic
class,
bang.
like the extra damage in armor class.
Yeah.
So I think that would.
She
be-
gives me that kind of
you wouldn't
vine-
get-
So that does
kind of
bolster that
foresty kind of
spell.
vibe
Yeah,
as well.
she's got that.
Yeah, so I mean
Fuck
basically.
it, I'm just gonna shop.
Has everyone done their
Yeah,
Vanessa,
you
you've
look-
leveled up?
sharpshooters, yeah, I've leveled up.
Yeah,
Mine's
cool.
nice and easy.
Excellent.
Unless you pick your spells.
How about you, Muzza? How you going?
Done.
He's got the Great Weapon Master.
Where's
Great
the
Weapon
chat?
Master
I'm
version.
looking for the chat. Why is it all zoomed
Did you
in?
take what
Sharpshooter.
I'm trying to talk to you, Raven. Where is it?
what
Does he get
what did you
where's the
take?
chat?
Another level of range or another level of
Right.
rogue?
Is that it?
Does he get
Collapse?
attack
Oh,
with
there it is.
And you just went scroll or
You
just
could
a
multi-
regular
No,
Class.
that's just.
Aurora?
Yeah, you can.
Multi-class.
So he's still got -6 to his attack roll to
No.
acquire with the great
Doesn't
weapon
matter.
Still getting
Yeah,
my head around
so he
being a
has that
paladin,
option
let
to
alone
make a
multi-classing
times
it.
to get
Yeah,
plus 10
no.
damage.
And especially if the game's almost
The
done,
same
what's the
time,
point
his
of
attack
trying to
bonus
push
is
too
pretty
much
high
for
as well, so
something?
it's higher than what yours would be. So
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to roll?
And all that sort of stuff. So
Tell
you
me
pick some
how.
spells, Leather.
Yes.
What spells?
I picked, where is it? Magic Circle. I've already got Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
pick
look at
spell
And which one? Sorry, just spell magic. Yep,
Could you read
got those
Beacon
ones.
of Hope?
I picked Magic Circle, and yeah.
You can read what the spell does.
Certainly.
Yeah,
The
if you
spell
choose- if you
bestows
choose
hope
to
and vitality.
take a minus
Choose
5
any
to hit.
number of creatures
you take
within
10
range.
damage.
For the duration,
Yeah,
each
take
target
damage.
has
Yeah,
advantage
yeah.
on wisdom saving throws and
That's
death
what he does
saving
really
throws
does.
and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Pretty cool.
How long does that last?
Strapped.
Concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, any healing is maximized.
Nick.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You still got those nuggets in the fridge? Not hit them up.
If you want them.
Who got into the cookies?
Oh, they're down there. I've been eating quite a few.
Do you want
Yeah, I
some of
noticed.
those? Do you want some of those?
Pretty empty.
I've got cookies as well, and olives and chomps.
I'll leave it
I
to
will.
us.
I will replace.
You don't have to
Said
replace.
coffee.
I would
Glad they-
replace.
I was just being funny.
I told you the rule.
Yeah. But except the cookies and bananas are off limits. No, I'm glad they're getting eaten.
Ooh, Raven, did you like the new map and the little write-up of the new set for the next game? Ooh. My mind's been working. I've got all the stuff written down on my computer. Should be fun.
Oh, dude, all my things.
So
All my
funny.
things back.
Third level necromancy stuff.
Sam.
All my creature that has died.
It's in Marisha. You've liked the picture and
Spell can't return to life a creature that has died of old
Your
age,
proficiency bonus.
nor can it restore any
So
of
proficiency bonus is used to calculate skill bonuses you're proficient in, saving throws you're proficient in.
how long are you gonna be, Mars? Let's hurry it up.
Proficiency bonus just went up by 1.
Oh, true.
So your attack bonus went up by 1. Your spell, your save DC for your breath weapon just went up as well. So it's now like DC 16, I think it is.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's insane. That's just got more.
Yeah, so level 9 everyone gets.
Okay, so you guys level up and you make your way to the bridge. Tell me how you're gonna cross.
Can we do the same thing as last time?
Well, do you remember what it was?
You're gonna make me sit down and work it out. Fine.
Yeah, I'm not telling you. You didn't. Nobody
So-
wrote it down.
So, no.
Okay.
So, I can't remember.
Yep. So
I remember how
we get out of the
The carriage.
carriage, yes, and we remove the horses from the carriage,
Yeah.
and we
transport-
minimize. Okay, yep. So let me just go through the spell slots. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
It's actually easier to do now because I have Dimension Door as well. So I can just, as well as 3 phase steps. So
You can get us all.
We can
out.
just do
I
that.
got to get back over the bridge. So you minimise the carriage.
Yep. So
Wait, didn't we do this bridge thingy?
And what do? You
yep. So minimize the carriage,
yeah.
and then cast after minimizing the carriage. Do you have hover?
what do you mean?
You had like a hover spell or something?
Levitate, yeah.
Yeah, then you cast levitate on the carriage.
A snail and a mouse.
Yeah, we tied a rope and pulled it across with Levitate.
Yep, so let me just, so that's enlarge and reduce. Okay, so I don't have that spell prepared, so we're gonna have to rest.
Was it not
We've just rested to do this.
Okay, we just rested to do
Welcome
this.
back,
Well,
Coaster.
yes.
Yeah, so during that time,
we would know we were going.
Yeah.
So that's we've rested.
Okay,
to
without
prepare the
me
right
needing
spells.
to actually prepare it yet.
We
So
rested
I mean, that's
transport.
level 1, level 3, I believe
Yeah,
it is, or is
just
it level
change
2?
it. Just change it on your sheet. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
So
fucked you around already.
I can also just like one horse phase step send it over. I can send the other horse over with phase step.
Oh,
And then I can just Dimension Door myself.
Without having to polymorph them.
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about Millie. She's got face step as well. She's got
Okay, well then, yeah, so just expand one
She's
level
got
2
Misty
spell
Step?
slot, which is on
I
a
think she
large
does have
reduce.
face step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we do the levitate spell,
Yeah.
and then using a like a rope also attached to it. Cyrax, we want you tossing it.
Oh, I think I was getting when you guys start bring over the rope and you can throw it back
So
out.
what I can do is I can just go.
face
I can
step
just I can phase step you over. I can phase step the 2 horses over. Then I can, if you've reduced the thing and we've got a rope, you can send the rope over to pull the levitate the thing and pull the cart over.
I can Misty step over for free.
She can Misty step over.
And I'll use my one Misty Step as well. That's
I've
how-
got 2 Misty steps.
Yeah.
So, it's only
So
these
I
two.
could probably carry you over, couldn't I?
Well, not really. I mean, well, no, because Misty Step you can't. It only does
No,
one
it's
creature.
just one creature.
Dimension Door, which I have, also does 2 creatures, so I can go over.
I
2
just can't
creatures.
stand.
I can Tides of Chaos.
Or you could not. We don't need another 30-foot section of the bridge being destroyed by millions of
Let's
frogs.
not do that.
Okay, and then I use my Misty Step feet to get across,
Yep.
and then that just leaves the boys. And,
Well, I've sent him across.
And Aurora.
and Aurora's been taken over by you.
Actually,
Lavatha.
hang on.
How do we
Let
get
me
Aurora
start.
over again?
Take her over. How did you get Aurora over Lavatha? Lavathor.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, so
How'd
I
you
can
get
because
Lavathor over?
because proficiency bonus has gone up now. I now have 4 uses of face step. So I'll face step 2 horses, Cyrax and Gangor.
Yeah.
We can. Don't you miniaturize
Dimension
the
door.
horses and we just carry
No,
them? with us?
well, no, we don't need to. Well, he doesn't have that many uses.
No,
of
that's
the
just for the carriage.
reduce spell.
I was
So
polymorphing.
it's
them
literally
into-
just reducing the carriage, levitating it over. Face step 2 horses plus Gangor plus Cyrax. You get over with Misty Step. Millie gets over with Misty Step. I get over with. I mean, fuck, I can just cast Fly and fly over, or I could cast Dimension Door. Probably cast Fly with my loot and just fly over.
Yep, sick.
And then
Oh, yep, excellent.
Okay, cool. So, alright,
How
cool.
did Lavathor get over again?
I Dimension Door with her and go over.
There
I
we
was
go.
like,
There we
No,
go.
that's what I meant to say. I was And then I was
So it looks like
oh,
you
right,
used
so-
all the spell slots this time. Thank
I
you.
love that. I love that the door has
I
been
only
the
used one
biggest
spell
problem in your lives. so
Really?
far.
Oh, and I only used one
Misty
level 2
Step.
spell slot. That was good. Alright.
So this is about midday on the day 122. Yes, midday.
And I'll just mark off the spell slots I've used, the levitate that I've used.
Could you wild shape Raven into a flying monster and get across? Oh, hi,
Just give
Codestar.
her wings and make her a Pegasus.
Could do that.
Welcome to the stream,
Yes,
Codestar.
Mate, I completely forgot about my fucking Pegasus.
Yeah,
I've got a Pegasus.
why would you need? You can just Misty Step over.
I have plans to take Find Greater Steed at higher levels.
Yeah, I'd be down.
If I get to level 10 bar, which probably won't happen, but that was going to be a plan to fly around on a Pegasus or a Griffin.
Would I get 4 sets of wings? One for my horse body, one for my
You know
human
what?
body?
You know what?
No.
Oh, thanks for the sub, bro.
Actually, if you have the
Thanks
fly
Hey,
for
Ernie,
Hey.
thanks for the raid.
Yeah,
and you
cheers, man.
cast Find Steed, and then you cast Fly on yourself, it
Right,
would
notes
affect
about
the
what?
steed.
There.
Hey,
Wow,
what's
they
up?
can take their own notes.
No, sure. Here you go.
Alright, so now that we're over,
Now that they're over the bridge.
there's nothing new in the scene. We can just
Nothing new, you can continue on your merry way.
So I break the concentration of the reduce. It's normal. We put the horses back on securely, and as Gangor did the last travel, I will be
for the raid.
I will be
Twice.
taking this turn to ride.
What were you up to? What were you stream?
But as I am going to be riding, I am going to pull out my wand and Gangor, where are you? Come out of that bush. Whoa! I need some remains.
Gangor comes out chomping mushrooms.
Classic.
And cooking them.
Classic, Gangor. Come on, I just need those remains. You're the holder of the
You
bags.
shouted me out to 7 people earlier.
Fucking bag.
Like half a
Yeah.
Okay, so I now
Thanks for
have
the
the
raid,
bag of
dude.
holding.
Appreciate it. Yep.
In which case, I sprinkle out the remains and I pull out my wand, the wand above the pile of ashes. And if anyone was watching, they would see the ashes kind of start to vibrate and starting to form like very complex Legos.
Oh, where's the Lego sound? Hold on. Hold on.
Very complex Legos as the mound of remains pulls into 2 forms, which sort of build up, forming 2 full skeletons.
Hold on.
Ah!
Here we go,
Oh.
here we go.
That was perfect. That was perfect. That was the sound. But imagine that sound for say a minute or so. In any sense, skeletons. Yes, welcome. I shall name you Good, and you Luck, because I'm sensing good luck in the future.
Just quickly, did you take off the spell slot?
I will now. I was busy role playing.
Could you do the spell slots first and then do the role play? Better. Thank you.
Ah, yes. Good luck. Good, you're going to join me outside, and Luck, you can just go and stink up the joint with Gangor in the back of the carriage.
So you guys jump back in the carriage, and where are you heading to?
So we're just going to be continuing up this pathway with the intention of stopping into the manor, because I'm pretty sure that Cyrax wouldn't have it any other way at this point.
I'm gonna kill a little large scorpion. Get some extra blood to make our money to live.
We might want to make sure we got something to put the blood in first.
It's fair blood.
Oh, there's all this blood. What are we gonna do now? Fuck.
I've got the blood.
All over the walls.
He comes back, just opens the door. I've got the blood.
Sarge's going,
Okay, so I guess
How
yeah,
many scorpions we
we're
got?
we're in the carriage. We're heading from the bridge point to the men, and I guess we're in conversation. Well, I guess Sarex would be boasting about the upcoming battle, and then would Lanthanus, would you probably be bringing that item up in conversation?
Yeah.
Because I'm at the front, so I'm actually not privy to this.
I'm gonna smash these scorpions.
Isn't-
So much blood.
Oh, who's driving now? Did you guys swap seats?
Yeah.
Oh.
Get a job. Does anybody else want a snake?
No,
Just give one,
Please
give all.
don't.
I have a snake though.
You want to hog it to himself. I think so.
So, does anyone have any ideas about the recovery of said blood?
I wonder if we'd have any tubes in Belford's Manor floating around.
Don't give him the red
Something
one.
we could
To be
go.
fair, we'd probably have a few leftover vials
yeah,
from
yellow.
using healing potions and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
You should have got yellow.
I mean, we've used a bunch of healing potions.
I don't know the rank.
multiple
I'm
Snake.
sorry, Gangor,
Snake.
would you be able to
Red
make
is
some
high.
sort of like animal sack? Like,
Full animal
you
sack.
could make some like blood sacks? Would you?
Can you make that big sack of yours, Gangor?
You gonna get your sack out, Gangor, or what?
Bring one, come to bring one.
Excuse me, Gangor.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
flavors he doesn't like.
Green ones are the best.
Okay, so these guys are having a
Can I have a green
conversation.
You want a snake?
I completely agree with that.
Must be an
Maybe
abundance
make
of
some
yellow.
blood in.
I fucking knew it. You can have it back.
Any empty potion bottles in that sack of yours, Gangor?
Well, I at the moment have the bag of holding, so
Oh, do you have it?
don't ask me!
Andrew, any empty potion bottles that we can put some blood in?
I can't hear Sarex! Riding the carriage! What was that?
Three
Check
tried?
that big bag of yours to see if you got any empty potion bottles for the blood.
We come to a halt. What?
You guys slam to a halt,
What?
and you notice that you've pulled up right on the intersection to the Belford Manor.
You were saying?
Sorry, you know, a bit carried away, blood and all that yarn. So make bag, empty bottle of potion. We can put the blood in when I decapitate the scorpion. Do we have that? The blood's kind of pivotal, you know.
Empty vials! Not that I can see. We have full vials.
As you're rummaging around looking for a vial, you come across a potion that you haven't seen before. It's foreign to your eyes. It's a strange liquidy colour.
What colour?
Black.
Gangor! What? Yeah? What's this? What do you reckon? Lanthanus? You should have a look.
Do I have any idea what the potion is, what it might do?
I hand it
give me
to
an
you.
Arcana check.
I will give you an Arcana check. Oh, what's my Arcana bonus now? Because it's gone up, because Jack of all trades.
Nice.
So all skills that I'm not, oh no. Oh yeah, that would have gone up.
You got this, Joe.
Would have gone up by one, so I'm
You
now
got
plus,
this, Link.
plus 5 for Arcana.
And what exactly are you searching for if you just know anything about this potion?
Well, if I have any idea about what it is or what it does.
Roll.
That's pretty good. 21.
No, you don't.
Okay,
It's foreign to you. You've never seen anything like it.
Looks like a black potion. Drink it and see. That's one way to find out.
Cyrax? Oh, you're holding it currently, so.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, you can have it.
Smell it.
Smells sweet, like caramel, bubbling caramel.
Just pour the little faintest drop in my arm.
doesn't come out of the vial.
It's not coming out. It's like
What is it doing?
It just seems like it won't exit. No, it doesn't seem. If you tip it back, it sloshes back through the bottle.
Cyrax
But if you tried to turn over, it's like a force field is just holding it. You could tip it all the way up.
Cyrax grabs the vial and kind of puts it towards Drangor just to see if it has any effect.
I've got an idea. Cyrax,
I got no idea.
why don't you give that to our new friend in the carriage, Luck? Give it to the skeleton. I've got a good idea.
Sure. Walks over to Luck. Gently gives it to Luck, but so like extra gentle. Yeah.
Luck looks at you.
Okay, Luck, I want you to walk that way 30 foot. Do you guys mind if I just get the skeleton to just throw the vial? Does anyone have an issue with this
If you
decision?
break the vial, then we won't even know what it does.
That's a good point. I kind of got a bit excited by the curious.
From my
liquid.
understanding,
Luck, come
Luck
back.
potions.
Pulling his arm back.
Luck, no, stop. Come back.
Potions are usually activated by drinking them. In my experience.
Do you want to try drinking that, Luck? Well, too bad. You're going to attempt to. Get out of the way!
I'll go up and I'll rip it out of his hand. I'll just fucking glug it. Gang of this is not what fucking it is.
I'm super sure. Right, we need the vial. Keep the vial.
Even though it smells like caramel as you lift it to your nose, you can taste this bitter liquid inside of you.
Oh.
It burns down your throat and into your stomach.
Oh, spicy one.
Reduce your maximum hit points by 2.
I forgot to say, you're gonna have to, because you've got a permanent reduction already, don't you?
It's
You
a
need to-
permanent
you need to
reduction.
calculate that to off you, because your hit points would have been reset.
They are currently 42 now.
Whose?
With the
This is
level.
new max.
With
It's
the
my
level.
same hit points as me.
No, I had a max HP of 60. It had already been reduced from like 80 something, bro.
Yeah.
Plus
yeah,
another
your max was like,
16.
your max was like 81.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
you know,
so it's
yeah, when
been
you
reduced
leveled up,
minus
when you
another
leveled up, yeah, because you would have got more hit,
Reset.
and you would have got more
Totally
hit
worth
points.
it.
So-
But look, coach the
What
nose.
was the how much off from max were you before? 'Cause that's what you got to know. The number
It
you
was
gotta know.
like
What was 13?
13.
not total, wasn't because it happened twice.
Yeah, and I think it was a bit.
Oh, 13 and 11, I think it was.
13, so 24 all up.
So now it's 26.
6.
So whatever your max HP is what? 81? I think when I was looking at it before, your max was 81.
So you'd be 55.
So now you're 55.
81.
Yeah, so 55.
55.
Which means you need to see a healer.
Pity the only healer you guys know is dead.
Yep.
We ain't got time for that.
And this is the level where he would have got the spell to fix that.
Oh damn.
Greater Restoration.
It's funny. I was just saying.
Frankos just-
I wonder what it
so-
does if he kept going. I was interested.
With
He
that,
would have been a.
with that said, I take the vial from Gangle
You take the vial from
and I
Gangle.
take a look at it
So even if you die, like.
very closely.
It's like
I inspect it very closely to see if there's any remains that could taint the blood.
No, it seems like the liquid that Drangor drank. Try saying that 10 times fast. It seems that the liquid that Gangor drank was viscous enough and almost sentient enough to stick together.
Oh, so there's not.
It was almost like a blob.
Okay, so we've got a
shit it out.
vial.
Like a wave.
What
You
happens
don't
to it
know.
first? Anything happen to it?
No, that's the only effect that
Minus
you've
2 hit
noticed.
points forever. So.
That we've noticed.
Oh, I finished repeating on me.
So what are you guys doing?
I
Are you
didn't
heading-
think you
are
could
you-
get smelly again, Cole, but it seems.
So you're
you have-
standing on the side of the crossroads here where this has happened. And which direction are you going to head to? You're going to head to. You're going to head.
Well, now we're going to go to the manor because we have.
Yep.
Check in on the manor.
Yeah.
harvest some scorpion blood.
Well, the
In the
benefit.
privacy of our own home.
Well, the benefit here is we can get away with only having to use one of them in case we have to yield more. We don't know how much we actually need. We didn't ask Fing how much we had to
I think it
need,
was
so.
a vial of scorpion blood.
Oh, was it a vial? Okay.
I think. I don't know.
I'm sure.
I didn't write it down. Neither did Lazarus.
I'm sure Seminole.
CRS vagabonds.
I'm sure Seminole might have the equipment to be able to extract the venom with
It's not the venom, it's the blood.
the blood. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure there's an easy way to fucking
Oh,
extract
yeah,
blood.
sorry.
Poke a hole in it and
Extract
fucking
that.
catch what
I
comes
thought it was
out.
venom, yeah.
Why isn't he already here with us?
You have vials.
We've got vials.
How about we tie it up and stab it and drain it? Like, that's.
I believe that Cyrax would like at least a little bit of competition, and I can't deny him the.
We have 6 scorpions.
It wouldn't feel right to just end a creature's life without it at least being able to fight back. Like you said, you can enlarge it, at least has a chance. And if,
Okay.
for whatever reason, Cyrax can't handle it, I'm sure that I can assist.
Yeah, so
Lantern.
the plan remains the same. We're going to go to the manor to set up this little, like, living room in that downstairs area, little coliseum.
Bring it up.
So Cyrax, do you want to make this a little bit more interesting? I could gang up some skeletons on you at the same time if you so wish.
I think we need to make it unnecessarily hard.
I mean,
I just want to give the scorpion a chance.
sure.
Okay,
You can buff the, you can buff the scorpion if you want. Let's see, if I got any buff spells. I think I do.
4 skeletons.
You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough.
Are you preparing for
Slap
it?
it up. Cyrax gonna fuck shit up.
So Cyrax, so we're heading back on the way, and we're having this conversation. Is 4 skeletons enough?
Yeah, sure. 4 skeletons is a good warm up. Yeah.
And,
scorpion. But just do it all at the same time, man. Just make it really big and let's piss it off so I can have a good fight.
Elkathym, didn't you say something along the lines of strengthening the scorpion further?
I'm working that out. I mean, I could. Let's see, what could I do?
So
I'm seeing what buff spells I can cast on myself. that would
I think
actually
we're
work
hearing
on me.
inside Cyrax's soul right now while we're on the way there.
Coliseum. Jeremy.
They're actually okay. I bought them and I'm like, I didn't realise what they were like.
so
They're
I
really like ginger
can-
snap, like hard, but like actually pretty yummy. Lemon cookies.
Oh, what sort of biscuits are
They're like lemon cookies. They're like ginger snaps, but like lemon. They're like really. They're like hard and crispy. I didn't realise what they were until I bought them. And I
Sorry guys, we have
This is a
snacks.
lime fiend.
Hey, they didn't make him. They didn't make him in lime variety, but
Wow.
yeah, go for gold. They're sort of like. At first, I was like, oh, this is like way too like solid, like it's like a rock. Then I'm like, that's actually pretty yummy.
Just that little.
Oh.
It's like meringue.
They're really crunchy.
I mean, I could cast fly on the scorpion, so.
My whole head
fly out.
vibrates.
No
Did
fire.
you hear that, Nick? You could cast fly on the scorpion.
Fly.
If I wanted to, I could.
Do I need to bring up a map?
I think you might need
I mean,
to bring
we-
up that downstairs area.
I think we could probably theater of the mind this because
Yeah.
it's like a one-on-one. Maybe I jump in and do a few stabs, but I don't think I need to. I mean, this. Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
this
just like-
It's not one-on-one because I'm also bringing in 4 skeletons as well.
against.
Cyrax only.
Okay. I can cast protection from. What can I cast? Protection from evil and good to give those skeletons disadvantage to attack him. That's buffing him, not them.
I mean, let's not debuff them. Let's buff them.
Yeah, I don't have much buffing
Give me
spells.
all that freaking
I don't have
buff.
much buffing spells which will work against.
Okay, yeah, Dan, we would like to
Work
orchestrate a
on them.
battle of 4 skeletons and possibly flying scorpion.
No.
Enlarged.
No flying scorpion left.
Yeah.
No that flying business.
And the scorpion.
On the ground.
That is enlarged.
Doesn't matter.
I should have taken greater invisibility. I can cast greater invisibility, which means like it's like invisibility, except that it doesn't go away when you attack. So you just all attacks are at disadvantage against the visible creature, and then all attacks.
Do we have any
from
weird
the-
potions that we can?
Gangrel certainly does.
Huh?
What?
What potion? Do you have any potions we could give the school? Like, just feed this. Like, we're gonna get this. So we're basically creating this like roided up scorpion for the purpose of entertaining Cyrex's desire to
Quenching his
fight to his
bloodthirst.
death, but the reason of his own glory. Cool. All right.
So you guys, you make your way upstairs to the area where you keep all your objects to art, and you push all the objects, make a nice clear center battle room, where you can barely see that exposed pentagram from months beforehand when you fought that banshee. And so, Cyrax, you ready yourself? Do you rage straight away?
Sure.
Roll initiative. We roll initiative.
Nah, we're not rolling initiative.
So
Actually, we will roll initiative.
we get one of the scorpions out of the bag of holding, and then place it down, and I will cast enlarge on it. And this thing's already confused, so I would say that.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah. Well,
Is it?
the timing of this is immediately going to happen, pretty much. As soon as I cast that spell, it's going to become a threat.
So,
So as soon as that happens, that's pretty much game on. So everyone out of the way.
Yeah.
Is everyone clearly? Where are we standing? How
you're standing in the middle of the room,
Okay.
right? And you put you put the scorpion down right in the center of the room, and you cast your spell, and it suddenly enlarges in the middle of the room. Who's standing there?
Was it tiny before or was it small before? It was like tiny, wasn't it? Like a tiny class size, like creature size.
Yes.
I'm outside, I didn't go in, I'm eating my
So now it's small. So it's essentially
That's
it was
bad.
like roughly this size,
Yeah,
I think, and now
that's
it's
what I said,
like
it goes-
now it's like big dog sized.
Yeah, I'm
Goes
standing
to-
about. Sorry, standing about 30 foot away, and he was
Doesn't work that way.
Just thinking how we can make things more interesting for this.
It's not even going to be
No, I don't think
a
it's gonna be
battle.
a battle. It's just going to be a cinematic thing.
Yeah. Sam ruined it. Anyway.
You ruled it.
Yeah, we could have. You rules it. Anyway, so Cyrax, you just lean over and chop it in half. You pull out the vial,
Blood.
Yeah.
fill it up.
Boom, 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 boom. Would you say that one whole enlarged scorpion, like, in excess
Fills
of a
that
vial, or
fills that vial. I'll give you about, the vial's the size of a little drink bottle. That'd be about the size of your vial. And
Yep.
it fills it up. So that's the size. It's like a mini Gatorade bottle. And it fills it up about 3/4 of the way.
Cool. Great. So now that we've encapsulated that, I would suppose that I would be keen to have a rest in our home.
100%.
So now that we've taken care of the blood collection, shall we spend it for the night? Have a bit of rest? I think Gango usually comes back after his mushroom trips with some food, so he should be here any moment. Anyone else have any objections for staying the night?
No, mate. Let's rest up.
May as well.
I mean, that scorpion literally did nothing but. I do.
And good and luck, while we're resting, you must clean the entire place from bottom to top, or I will grind you into dust. And by me, I mean Cyrax. By the morning.
What are you doing, Lavata?
Just hanging out outside.
Just chilling
yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dipping it back and forth inside and outside.
I get to the door,
Exploring.
kick the door through, drag his long ass fat deer through the door.
Alright, boys! Meat's back on the menu!
Throw the deer across the entrance area and just it's a dead deer.
The amount of mushrooms that you have eaten on your traveling and your hunting trip.
This little dude.
Oh no. Oh no.
What have I gotten?
You throw the deer off and it lands on the ground. You've already gutted it and taken most of its pelt off. Its eyes look towards you and say, Gangle, why? And then it dies. And Drangor
Having a good time, too.
Drangor sorts of creeps himself up around, rests his shoulder on yours, and mules over you. You pick him up from your shoulder and look at him. And you can see in his chest this light emanating. All of you make a perception check, except you, Gangle. The rest of you make a perception check.
Oh, +8 now.
+8.
No.
18.
14.
14.
Perception. 12 plus, what was that? What's the perception plus again?
Oh,
Oh, it's in here, this one. Okay. What was it? 13.
So you all hear Gangor give out an involuntary grunt, almost like a hiccup or an intake of breath, as he's watching, and what he sees is this light emanating and pulsing from Drangor's chest as he holds him out in front of him at arm's length. The rest of you just see Gangor's face in awe. And Lanthanus, with that high roll, you may have seen just a glint of a reflection of light in his eyes. Gangor, remove another 2 permanent hit points for me.
Yeah.
neg 28 hit points. Ooze.
And so it's getting on late into the night.
Alright, well, I have nothing to do in this evening. I'm just going to chill.
I'm just actually rest it up before we head out to Shamrock.
Give him a 4-hour trance.
So you guys are going to wait till morning before you head off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
If you needed a short rest, you can take one.
Yeah, we'll rest. Take
No,
a
I
rest.
need a cleric level 4 inspiration.
You might need to ask.
Fucking behold,
Ask
ask him
Seminole.
a fucking level 4 inspiration.
Might need to ask Seminole Fang if there's any. If he knows of any ways to
Rejuvenate me.
cure what's ailing you.
A what? Gangor's a lot weighing down on Gangor.
You're basically fucking disease ridden. You're just fucking ridden.
Walking happy.
I don't know.
STDs from all those fucking cocks around your neck.
Maybe don't drink the random potion the DM put in the bag of holding.
Where's the fun in that?
Ah.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Yeah, right.
Might as well be dragged that gang.
Anyway, so you guys spend the night. The wind's blowing hard outside tonight. The windows rattle in their eaves. You can hear, off in the distance, the howling of wolves, and there's ghostly sounds of the wind. It's a very unsettling night for all of you. And towards morning, just before the sun comes up, it starts to rain. The sky is darkened once again. Looks like Gangor, you feel that this rain has set in. It's going to be a couple of days of storms.
Looks like there's a lot of rain coming through here at the moment. What should we think about?
Well, it seems the path ahead of us is just, pebbles and cobbles, so we should be fine. Shall we move on out?
You might be getting a bit wet.
Well, I'd say we just move on if the storms are going to last for a while.
These things are too good. I know, right?
I agree.
In which case, yeah, I urge the gang that we just press on.
Sounds good. Anyone else want to chomp? Intercept.
Seminole!
That one's for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Well, I've never melted in rain, so I'm happy to press on. Bring it on.
Do we get in the carriage before we head off?
Oh, how slippery.
Driving our carriage?
Okay, we're going taking the carriage. I just keep a little bit dry in the carriage.
Sorry, I should let drive the carriage.
Cyrax is going to drive the carriage.
Let's do some stunts.
Carriage stunts.
It's animal handling, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Can I drive around to the gangrel? It's my time to shine.
Have you ever ridden a horse before?
No.
No. It's poor weather conditions. What's gotten over you, Cyrax?
Sorry. Get carried away sometimes. You
Come
know?
on, Auntie. Where's your sense of adventure?
I'm like a little kid, man. It's raining.
Oh.
That's
Seems
a
like-
very strange thing for you to say, Lanthanus. It seems like you're starting to get a little less serious.
Who said it was serious?
Perhaps the cabin fever's setting in.
Because he's French.
I'm sorry
What's
that
that
you sorry that you misinterpret my moods.
It is your turn to ride, Gangle.
That's nice.
I rid over the bridge from after the bridge. Remember, I was already stopped. Last time we conversed.
Seeing as you want to argue over whose turn it is, why don't you just let Cyrax have a go?
I'll roll with inspiration.
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm pretty fucked up on those mushrooms.
Yeah. Sure, it's the mushrooms.
No, I'm not letting anything
I think
inconvenient
there's
happen.
a little bit
I will
more
ride
involved than what's
the
going on with
carriage
you.
there in the rain.
Well, this
Yes.
I'm pretty fucked up from life right now too, guys.
So it's about,
Can
you've
I
got
ride up front
about,
of it,
what is it, it's like a
20.
Makes me brain with
Nice.
some mushrooms.
Dirty 20.
20. Okay, so you guys, it takes what? About a day to travel to Shidakath.
Yeah, that's gonna go up.
Is there anything you guys are going to do on the way?
Go
You
to
man-
level 4 restoration clarity.
You can't
Cyrax
find
is
one.
going to sulk in the carriage for not being able to ride, drive.
So I sat at the front beside Ante, just holding the straddle of the horse, just slightly. Just ever so slightly.
Are you riding? Are you
I'm
going
not riding. I'm just kind of like holding.
He's riding shotgun.
Just like that.
You're riding shotgun?
Just hold.
There's two
Yes,
seats.
are you
There's
trying
two-
to hold my hand,
There's
Cyrax?
two seats up the front of the carriage.
I'll be right up front, but I just hold him just so I can get a little.
Hulking
Taste of the
dragonborn.
adventure.
I know that would make a sight like streaming through the day, the water pouring around beside you, coats up around your necks to keep yourself
It's like
dry.
Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're a man.
Yeah, Lanthanus is penning a tune on the way to a comedic tune.
Bearing in mind that
parody battle ballad.
I know what tune it is.
No, I'm so
You're literally playing to my skeleton.
I'm
as well, but I was
psychic.
like sitting
What do you call it?
like
Bard rock or
stoically
something?
in the back.
Bardcore.
I'll make some fire arrows.
You imagine me a bandit and you just see this like little gnome, this little gnome
Slap,
rider, and you
slap,
see this big
slap.
dragon. Like, what the hell is that? Lanthanus just cruising out the side of the
This is what Lanthanus is playing.
I do it from like the first couple of bars. I do.
Yeah, that ticka 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 ticka.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are there any interruptions on
there
the
are no interruptions. Not with a natural dirty 20. Yes, not with a dirty
Cool.
20.
So we pull on up
No, no,
and
you're good. I thought I was pulling it. Sorry.
we
You pull on up to. So you left in
front
the
and we
morning.
disembark in a place which is respectable. Putting the carriage in the stables.
Sorry. Lanthanus is just rocking out in the background.
What is the time of the day?
It's morning.
Great.
You travel through the night to get here.
Okay, so
As you arrive at Shidakath, Shidakath, the town's just starting to wake up for the morning. It's say about 7 a.m. in the morning. The stable, the first person you see as you ride up is the stable hand sweeping out the stables. He gives you a wave as you pull up to him.
Where's your hospitalia? Oh, you piece of shit! I'm talking to you! Oh, he's one of those.
He's giving us
I feel a bit embarrassed now, guys.
Maybe he just doesn't want to talk to you.
Why is piece of shit?
Horses.
He's mute, not deaf.
Yeah, here you go. Mick.
I pull out some gold. Is that what you want? Flick him. How many pieces? One. One gold.
God, Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Me and Mick have a thing.
Okay. But just now.
I think maybe just you have a thing.
The stable
Mick doesn't
hand.
know what the fuck you're talking about.
The stable hand walks off, grabs your horse. It's like, what the fuck was that about?
Okay. Now that we're here, oh hey, welcome to the stream. Hi. Now that we've arrived to Shadowcaf, due to the importance of this matter, I would be directing the party to go straight to thing.
You're gonna go straight to the
I don't
Mage's Guild?
see there to be any other place to go.
I think that's the
before that priority.
that's the yeah.
I totally agree. So I actually head with Entif to
Maybe someone will have heard of Torinthan.
Summon off fire.
I love her.
It's early in the morning.
Around.
We can have some fun and maybe visit the market and the spell store later.
So you guys are gonna go to the tavern?
Someone
No!
can wait.
Okay, I'm going to go
Oh, I
with
heard
Cyrax
tavern.
without you then.
Cyrax, weren't you coming to the tavern?
Oh, I was going to go see Seminole, then go to the tavern. Celebrate when we get this little heart out.
I am not going
Alright,
to the
business
tavern.
first.
I am going
I think we should
to.
go to the Seminole, yes, Seminole. Seminole.
I think she's thirsty for a drink.
Well, I'm
What
definitely.
about you, Gengar? Anyone?
It's the morning. You're sounding like.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I was just about to say
Well
that.
said, Lanthanus.
Lanthanus?
Maybe in the Feywild.
Everyone's
you're
always-
saying that-
I guarantee you it's 5 o'clock in the
It's like
Feywild.
you're seeing this funny
Yeah.
scene where the small
Oh,
dog
it's
is walking
fucking
again,
Feywild.
thinking
I'm
everyone's
still on
following,
Feytime.
And we're all standing
Yeah,
back talking
and you're
about which
standing
tavern to go to.
like- and we're going this way, and I'm sort of threatening to take
No,
a
he's
step.
right. We should go and get this Gestalt thing out of the way.
Baby!
We can drink when we save the planet, not.
It's your baby who has the thing inside it, remember? Surely you would be more. I mean, I love a drink as much as the next alcoholic. But.
Whose side are you on, Lanthanus? Come on, are you coming or going?
So I actually just done some snaky flash on the way out.
No, Cyrax!
Seminole.
I've got a better
I'm
idea.
getting a bit frustrated.
My intentions can always be a little bit fluid.
No, I've got a better idea.
Millicent will walk off behind you. Come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And so you guys head to the Mages Guild. It's still raining. Not as heavily here. This farther north. No, I didn't. You get to the front door of the Mages Guild. It's wide as usual. The pristine white walls, familiar. The lovely, the stained glass window above you, less dull today on this sunny, rainy day. The gentleman at the counter waves you on through. Takes a note as you pass. I'm guessing you head upstairs to that door with the fogged glass and the word library written upon it. What do you do?
Enter proudly into the library, but also respectfully. Antique has a very big respect for Fig and his wealth of knowledge. So,
Lanthanus enters with a strum of his lute and a flourish, as he is wont to do.
so instead of booming this, I say this at a bit more of a respectable volume level. The greatest heroes have arrived. Yes.
Oh, Regal, got me new cloaks.
Sierra Spragabons.
Beep, beep, beep. Strolling up to the front counter. Oh, the front
Go do
desk
it.
section.
What is that smell? Oh, gentlemen and lady, how are we this evening?
Stumbles up the last stairs.
Very good.
Clippity clop,
Very
slippity
good.
slop.
Gangor, you look different this evening, my lad. Is something wrong?
I've caught a lot over the last few adventures. I'm feeling a bit dull.
We will speak of that soon. How did you go?
Ba-ba-da-da!
Lanthus breaks into song. The adventurers have returned, victorious at last. Blinkety blinkety
Takes the
blink.
vial.
Sounds a lot better than what I can come out of my mouth. But, you know.
He takes the vial, uncaps it, puts his pinky in. Well, indeed, you did do well. He gives it back to you. Then, if you'd like to follow me, I have something to show you. And he gets up. And he walks out through the library door.
We shall follow.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
He walks out through the door, along the wrought iron edging, comes to that half staircase and goes down. Heads towards the back of the Mages Guild to a door that you've barely even noticed before. An old wooden door, and he walks through it. What do you guys do?
Follow. Continue to follow.
Continue to
yeah,
follow?
of
Okay,
course.
cool. Alright, so you make your way through this old door to what seems to be like a service corridor. You make your way down further, starting to wonder about how deep the actual building goes to the east, you know. In your head, you've walked further than the end of the building, and still you continue on. Till you reach another uninteresting door. Wooden, with a wrought iron handle. And Seminole leans forward, pulls the handle, it creaks open as he grabs it. Beyond the doorway is a set of stairs. Spiraling down to the left. The walls here are different from the ones inside. They start to get to a basic brick stonework. Like large stones have been hewn and formed into a brickwork to make the outer wall of this spiral staircase.
I would take a moment to appreciate the change of environment and structural formation. Wow.
So, Seminole turns around at all of you. The hallway is rather thin. You can only sort of all look over each other. Looks down at you all. Let us go. And he walks down. As he does, there's a candle stuck on the wall in a candelabra. He lifts his hand to it and it burns to life with a greenish flame. And he does this continuously as he walks down the stairs in front of you. For a good while, going deeper and deeper into the bowels of this building, surprising you at how deep you actually go.
So there's walls at either side of the stairwell.
So it's like a spiral staircase.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. After a good 5 minutes of travel down, you must have gone at least 5 or 6 stories under the ground.
Has Gangor lost any more hit points during this travel?
No, but you lose 2.
I do. Okay.
2 psychic damage.
Yeah, take them off. So, eventually, after a few minutes of travel, you get to the bottom of the staircase, and Feng stops for a moment. And he walks out beyond the last step through an arched doorway and disappears into blackness. And as you all follow him and step down into this blackness yourself, around you, you can hear the trickling of water. Through the darkness, if you'd all make a perception check for me.
Perception check. Let's see
18.
what I can roll. I rolled an 18 and I have a +8.
Yeah, no.
26.
8.
Seville.
Brick.
7.
20.
20. Okay, so the group passes the check. You see off ahead in the distance a column of light. No bigger than, say, 4 or 5 inches across. It's striking after your eyes have gotten so used to this dim down here. And as you watch, it goes from a red to a blue and then to a green. And as that green light hits that column of light, Seminole Fang, you see in his silhouette in front of you, his arms go up like this. And tens of candles around the chamber light up with that pale green light like the other candles. The room that you stand in is made of stone. Darkish grey with big striking crystals of jade running up through it. And now that the light's better in here, you can see in front of you what could only be described as an altar. A large jade chest with runic carvings around the side. And upon it, a trickling of water from a waterfall above, and that column of light biting down. Seminole stops, he turns around, he looks at you. I've been doing a lot of reading since you've been gone. You will not like what I have to say to you.
Oh? Is it better than, hey, go climb up a poison mountain?
It's worse than that.
Oh dear.
He walks forward towards the altar, his pointed boots clipping on the jade floor as he makes an echoing through the room. He stops there and turns to you all and beckons you to come in. And you move closer and the column of light grows brighter and brighter, changing again from green to purple to red to blue to green to purple to red. Sort of in time but out of sync.
It's like this page is changing colours. Do I have too many mushrooms?
No, I see it too.
This appears to be reacting to us getting closer. What's happening here, Fang?
Give me an investigation check.
Tim.
That's not right in your head. It's not reacting to you getting closer. There are two ways to receive the Gestalt item from young Drangor here. One will cost his life. The other will cost one of yours.
What? A whole life?
Did I stutter?
I'll do it. I don't want my baby boy to die. It's all I ever wanted.
If this is your wish, then let us proceed. He takes Drangor from your shoulder. He puts him down onto the pillar, onto the altar of light, and you see his little skin lighting up, pulsating with those different colours and rhythm. The blood. Alright. Alright,
we not
Drango.
talk about this first? This is quite a serious decision to make, no?
He'll be
Are
fine.
you sure there is no other way?
Are you sure?
I am sure.
How can you be so sure?
Do you know a way to retrieve the item?
I do not.
Well, I do.
This is a,
And if I tell you there's no other way, then I can leave now if you like. If you don't need my help, you seem to know, then
I'm not saying I know more than you.
The
I
only
just want
other
to make
way,
sure that there is no other way.
the only other way that I think that I know how it could be done. Well, Drangor's his mum too. She remember she pulled that dagger out of her gut.
This is true.
Then we have to find her. And that's
This is
take a while.
Rangor is a demigod.
give me an insight check.
I will do so gladly. Let me double check 'cause my insight I think has gone up.
I was just loving the whole game. We were just pulling up stumps and going, let's do it. Save his boy.
That's some fucking big
I was
cojones
inspired
right
by
there.
it. I was just like, yeah, let's go.
I think you should get
A
inspiration
little
for it.
tear up for that, because...
I was mad at it, wasn't
Only
it?
plus 4, but plus 4.
I can bring it back
Not
to
bad.
life.
Oh, 19 plus 4, 23.
And then heal him.
Something's not right. Something's askew about what Semenor's telling you. He's not lying to you, but something's not right. There's something off about what he's saying.
I feel like
I think we need to talk about this before we go sacrificing
That's
Django's life.
that's the word that Tome uses. It says a sacrifice will have to be made.
Could the scorpion blood not be counted as a sacrifice? Because you're sacrificially offering blood of a creature.
What is it that you are not telling us, Seminole Fang?
A life
There's
for a
something-
life.
Something you are not telling us.
I don't know if the sacrificial person will die per se. That's what I don't know. But it says that a sacrifice has to be made.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a sacrifice of death or life. Could it not be a sacrifice of some other means?
I do not know. But the word sacrifice is pretty...
There are many things that
You
can be
could
sacrificed
sacrifice
beyond
time.
life.
maybe one of these little scorpions in the bag, yeah?
Well, you have a decision to make. Will you go with the way I choose, or feel that you will find somewhere else?
At this point, Antith would have walked away from the group, just kind of like standing to the side, because I only see sort of one way this could go, but I don't want to say that out loud. I'd rather keep it to myself.
Gangor, I can bring you back to life if it comes to it. So even after the sacrifice is made, surely you could heal someone after that.
Maybe there is a loophole.
Well, I've already suffered through enough. But it's me boy. I'll do anything.
My heart goes out to you, Gangor. You are a true warrior.
All I wanted was an edge. He's my boy.
Then let us save him. And he takes the vial. Still, Drangor's sitting on the altar, and he pours it into Drangor's mouth. And Drangor drinks it lovingly, tastily. It's like he likes it. And moments later, the young toddler passes out.
What's up with me boy?
It is part of the spell. Everybody join hands.
I come back and
Join hands.
And Seminole starts to chant words that you don't understand, even with all your arcane knowledge. They are beyond your comprehension, as even words, and they sound in your head shrill and ethereal, like the voice of a demon or an angel is talking. As he chants, the light in the center starts to pulse brighter and brighter, the colors coming through more and more. And after a couple of seconds of this, you all watch as Drangor's body is stricken. His body starts to shake, his little eyes open up, the white eyes roll back into his head. You all feel each other's hands tighten around you, and your bodies are thrown into the same supine pose as your eyes and everything around you dissipates into the colours. All you see, all you feel is the colour vibrating through your eyes, pulsing through you. And off in the very distance you can hear Drangor crying. And through all the din and the racket, you hear Seminole, choose.
Do we as characters feel like we each have to make a choice
Yes.
of who is to be sacrificed?
Yes.
Is that what I am getting?
Do we secretly write it on a piece of paper and hand it over to you?
We're currently...
That sounds like fun. Do that.
I think it's a great
Is
idea.
that me?
I say, yeah, the choice that we make is not a choice that we have to physically, or say out loud or anything. It's a choice we have to make
In your head.
through our very beings.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Take a piece of paper, write a name on it. You too.
Yep.
Everyone.
I'm here writing who is to be
Could you
sacrificed.
rub me a tiny bit, please?
I'm not gonna look at.
Hey, look, Raven, I'm actually using my book.
I'm not gonna look at.
Oh yeah, there's Surge, by the way. Surge.
Yeah, I know.
Does this ritual
Can I
count as a spell? That could fuck things up.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh, maybe I should cast some sort of a blessed thing before we start or something. And I was like, I don't want to activate Surge. And the whole thing just goes wild.
Well, to be fair,
Don't
your character
wrap it
doesn't
up
know
like
this
shiny.
research.
Well, that's it.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
right.
metagame.
Just pass me that.
Yeah, I'll just put this page on the back here somewhere.
Exciting.
Oh, I've got to hide.
We have some smart music. Anyway.
Yeah, is there any, like crazy ritual type music shit going on?
Try has spoken. Seminole, you
Gango will die. Gango will die.
Oh. Could have written another name.
That is Xantinus'
It only
vote.
just occurred to me.
I'm not looking at who voted for what.
Okay, there's a vote there.
There we are. Right, that's good. Oh, you see that?
forgot
Oh,
when I
yeah.
gave it to you
Oh, it's
before.
alright. No worries.
Oh, don't come for any kisses.
Yummy.
I don't really have any.
Who will step forward?
Alright, let's go.
I'm sure the results will be interesting no matter what.
Then guys.
That's the vibe. Nice to know you. Wait, you're back, man. I'm vibing you.
Who games?
The sounds of earthquakes start rumbling in your head as the room around you, you feel it through your feet, starts to vibrate. The light pulsates, blinding you at this point. You hear in your head Seminole's voice. Drangor, you have been chosen. And beyond that, you hear a scream of a woman. Lanthanus and Teeth, you feel something break away from your hand. It's almost torn away. You try to hold on, but it's gone. It's moving. It's gone. It's past you. You all feel it. This life force leave the room and travel up through the column of light. Upon opening your eyes, you look down and you see Drangor's little form cooing and gargaying. Beside him lies a pearl of white, about the size of 1.5 inches across. Gangor, you still stand there. Lavathar, the sweat pours off you, down your blonde hair, you feel it. And Teeth, you look down at your left hand, there's nothing in it. Cyrax, holding on to Lanthanus' hand and Gangor's, you let go and look at your friend standing there. Lanthanus, you look down to an empty hand with a ring and a fairy dragon resting on it. Where Millicent was, she is no longer.
Millie! Whoa. Hello? Millicent!
Lanthanus just takes a few steps back in shock, trying to process exactly what's happened.
His thing's still there, right?
Feng's still there. He seems semi-conscious, barely able to stand. He rests with his hand on the altar. You can add Lanthanus to your list. Your
Inventory?
inventory. An item. It's called. I changed the name of it, but it's called. I don't know what it's called. It's like the Ring of the Bull or something. I changed its name.
Did you change the name and add it as a homebrew item?
Yeah, I think I did.
Do you know what you changed it to?
Yeah, Ring of the Fey Dragon.
Okay, well, let me see if that comes up. Ring of I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's there. Unless I haven't got home return on. I thought I had. But
Anyway, I'll find it.
yeah.
And
We can find out and work it out. Exactly. Did you set a rarity of it? You know? That's right, we can find it later.
you can find it later.
Yeah, I can't find it now. That's right. We'll work it out.
Hi, your mum. Yeah, of course you can ask that question. My name's Quinn. I am playing Anteeth, which is a level 9 wizard. Straight wizard.
Necromancer.
Necromancer.
So that's very important.
A necromancer wizard level 9. Hoo-ha.
I'm Aurora, and I'm playing a level 9 Paladin Centaur.
Hi, I'm Craig, and I'm playing a level 9, I think it's level 5 Ranger and level 4 Rogue.
I'm Aaron, I'm playing Cyrax, level 7 Barbarian, level 2 Fighter.
My name's Sam. I am Lanthanus, the Eladrin Swordsbard / Hexblade Warlock. Mostly Swordsbard. And Spring Eladrin, if that makes a difference. I mean, it does.
Extra spring.
Welcome to the stream, and really appreciate that question. So everybody, with Millicent gone, she sacrificed herself for this. We were gonna go to the tavern. We were gonna go to the tavern. We were gonna go to the tavern.
All the more reason to go. Toasts in her honor.
Yay! Oh man, that sucked.
So,
Are you okay over there, mate? You okay?
Feng, what is it we must do now?
Feng, you said that either Gengo or Drango would be sacrificed. What happened? Why is it that Millie is dead?
She made her choice. I said a sacrifice has to be made.
How is it that her choice was given more weight than any of ours?
You can ask the gods when you see them next.
I may very well do so.
Well, now that we have all these items, please, Feng, what must we do next?
Does anybody have any water?
Yes, so let's get some water. Just get into it.
Holy water?
Not just water. Not for me.
And some alcohol as well.
Not for me. For the character.
Nuggies, guys.
Nuggies!
Take it for me.
Chicken nuggets.
Fucking nuggalicious.
Straighten the straw. Is it? No, straighten it up. Yeah.
Yeah, just take one of these ones.
Indulged in some of
Now that it has passed, you guys have noticed that the candles around the room have all been extinguished. The room's gotten much darker, and that light just pulsated and pulsates.
Well, we have all the items here gathered. What is the next step?
Well, it seems you would have a choice to make.
Is there consequences as dire as what we've just suffered?
These could be worse. You have the beginnings of civilization in your hands. The making or destroying of worlds can be done with these items. You must choose what to do with them. You could unite them. Are you strong enough to unite them and keep the intention good? Because if you are not, that could be ruinous for all. The only other option I see is the destruction of these items.
I think the decision on whether we are good enough, whether we match up, whether we are worthy to wield their power is not a decision that anyone on this, any mortal on this world can make.
I agree.
For that reason, I would vote that these be destroyed.
I
It
second
is the
that.
only way that we can guarantee that the power does not cause
Yeah, it's
more
like a-
harm than they already have.
It's like a role-playing adventure, hey?
I second that.
You got one?
Rihanna, do you want some? Nah, it's got me.
I would agree with you. These items are more trouble than they were for the
Fine. I'll become a feeble, defenseless wizard again. Then I remove my bracer. Here.
I hardly think that statement is very accurate. Definitely no need for you to piss alone like you do.
And why is that?
One item removes all your power. I have seen you do very great many things without the help from this one magical item.
I have also heard of your feats and expertise, Auntie. You should be proud of who you've become. You're a
I consider
powerful
myself
wizard.
quite useful, actually.
And after all this is over, I'd like you to come and work here and join us. If that would be something to your bidding. But I, my friends, I need to rest.
Shall we leave these items with you? Or what?
I don't fucking want them, no. Not at all, sir.
Well, how do we destroy these
How
items?
is it that
I
these
say we get
items
drunk
can be destroyed?
and destroy them all.
Don't take them from me for anymore.
How do we destroy these items? Can you just give us that information?
Could you smash it with a sword?
You can certainly try.
What's more time?
I myself wouldn't know. Do any of you know Cressel? Someone in the Thieves Guild.
I recall Gango
Yeah.
mentioning he knows of him through Rianu. There's pretty much sometimes a stash in the hold up.
The smith there might have a way.
Okay, well, I guess that will be our next quest, but we will let you rest. I guess we'll be walking the same way as you to get out of here, I take it.
Indeed. Let us chat on the way back, sir. Tell me of your exploits.
So, well,
You guys. Well, there was.
this
fuck
time
off.
I was useful.
Fuck off. Well, there was no. Oh, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, wait, what's going on?
I wanted to. Huh?
There you go.
Just listen to that chat.
You can do some ants.
That's the mark.
That's right. Slappy sauce.
Everyone be quiet.
Stop playing with your phone.
Such quality content that you get from us.
Yeah, we're doing J&J.
Good old sloppy sauce ASMR.
Okay. So you guys leave this desolate place.
Underground secret chamber.
Who took Drangor and the item? Well, obviously
Well,
Gang.
obviously Gango
Obviously
would have
Gango.
grabbed him and the item. You would think. Oh, look at. Oh, that's right, I forgot.
One sec.
The baby.
Going back.
The child.
Pepsi.
That's the fucking
Pepsi.
Yeah, but these are the ones.
Yeah, what are we doing with the items?
We're going to Crystal, and he's going to tell us about how potentially we can break down magical artifacts / items.
Is anybody gonna check out the magical item that I just gave you?
The pearl. Well, when we're in probably a safe place to sit down and
How long
Like
does it take to attune?
short
An
rest. An hour.
And so
Attunement can be done over a short rest of 1 hour. It's
Should
pretty
we-
much the way
we're
that.
gonna destroy it anyways.
What's that?
Got more than one attunement slot?
Yeah, no. Everyone
Yeah, I
has
got
3
three.
attunement slots.
Okay, cool.
I'm attuned to 2 currently.
Okay, cool. This is why I'm a new DM.
I only have brooches.
So where are you guys heading to?
The tavern, 100%, which is now renamed Millie's Tavern.
Please tell the others. Bad luck, bitches. We're renaming your tavern.
It's called the Marrow's End.
Yeah.
And don't you fucking forget it.
Yeah. I don't think you have that.
Narrow
I don't
end.
think you have that authority. But sure.
The Millie's End.
Remember last time we were.
be called Antiques.
Last time we were here, you almost got bullied out of this fucking place. Remember?
Hunting flies and shit.
Getting stuff thrown at him. Fucking.
Trying to.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Oh, isn't the cucumber guy?
Yeah, this is where the cucumber guy was.
I know this.
Throwing shit at his head.
Okay, so we hit to Marrow's End.
Okay. And are you gonna stay there the night? Are you guys gonna camp down for the night?
I want to go.
Oh, we're just revelry and drinking.
I'm slinging
Correct,
some
Because
beers.
it is only about midday.
Like,
Slinging
for
some beers.
Millie!
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the Feywild.
We aren't in a rush to go to
On
this
FaceTime.
pressure guy. We're more. Well, I personally been having a moment with Millie to appreciate that.
Lanthanids would definitely be singing some melancholic ballads, playing some melancholic tunes.
Millie was a genius. I only have
Remembering-
2 drinks, and then I just go up into a room just to stay.
It's like midday.
Sorry, I was just getting hammered. Like he's just like in the spirit of Thor and Millie. He's just
Stay
like,
drinking!
it's all coming back. He's just got like a whole thing. He's just paid for it.
Show some for me, mate! I won't be leaving
I'm
that
not
room
getting-
until the next day.
I'm getting pissed,
In
man.
the morning. That's-
He loves Millie and Torgrim.
Give me one of those!
So you guys have the rest of the afternoon and the night to
It's
spend
mad.
because Antith is holed up in a room by himself and he's not coming out till morning. So is there anything in particular that anybody else is going to do for the night?
Make some fire arrows.
And just to elaborate, this is a time
Fucking
where I've
wow, that was great.
One last time.
I've developed a stronger connection to Millie over the course. She has saved us time and time again, and granted my backstory from being a slave, ruler of slaves, having no empath at all. This has really hit me, and that's why I've.
She taught you how to care about things.
Yeah.
She taught you that even the most little blade of grass or little spider has a place in the world. And you can bring them back when they're dead.
Was there anything besides it was just a ring? Is she got
Just the
vanished?
ring. She's
No
gone.
clothing.
No clothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing remains.
Spirited away.
Shame.
Yeah, I would have taken the ring and put
Can't
it
do
on one of my
anything
fingers.
about it.
Did she
Yeah.
leave any belongings in the carriage? Would
Not
she
that
have?
she carried most of her stuff on her.
We all would. Lanthanids would be, singing tunes of, or, making up tunes, creative that I'm not. Singing tunes of, like singing Millie's
Fucking
praise.
sassy, fucking-
Quite likely exaggerated of,
About that one time she took out the dragon by herself. You guys remember that?
tales like that. Tales like, embellishing the life she had, the essence of her soul, very flowery sort of bardic, like, awesome, cool songs.
I'd be reminiscing with Gengar over in the corner, just having some D&Ms about Millie and all the time she sparkled.
She never saw any glow to her, did she?
She always gave me that bardic feeling when she was around, like a little pep up.
Like a little pixie.
Little pep up your butt.
Little dog pack.
Actually, there is one action that I do take into the room.
Is it masturbate?
I was going to say,
I don't want you.
Anthony's locked in his room, that was my first thought.
Please don't.
He's
roll
just
that
busy
out.
jerking off.
No,
Jerking his little gnome wiener.
I will cast the level.
Point this him pointing his sword, his wand at it.
Yeah.
Roll
Press
straight.
it. Mage hand!
Enlarge! Enlarge!
Yeah, that's the real reason wizards created Mage hand.
What are you doing at?
I will just
Call
be
the stranger.
casting the 4th level spell Divination to just ask the gods if where she is safe. If Millie is safe or if there's any message.
Inconclusive.
Also, that's a spell that got cast.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
right?
Just making sure.
That's what I was thinking too.
Inconclusive, so. ...
Dun dun.
What? Go away.
Siri.
Sorry, my watch talked to me. It was weird.
Watch is trying to interrupt.
Yeah, what if the watch was trying to play? Do you want to
Yeah,
play
Reed
too?
was given a death stares before, I noticed that. So, Mommy! Go away, Siri. What's next?
Yeah.
I think I'm.
What next?
I think I triggered some shit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was inevitable.
Erupted.
Let's see what we encounter
I'm
from.
by myself up there. Let's see what
Yeah, this
trouble
is
I bring to.
the best way to do it.
Really? Yeah.
That's better. That has no effect on the game whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
So, for those of you who don't know what's going on, Surge is an occurrence which was a random.
It's a roll in the Wild Magic Surge table.
Something comes over you, Antique, as you're casting your spell. You stand up straight as a board. You walk out your room and kick the door in. Your foot hits the door and opens it miraculously. And you walk downstairs to the middle of the common room where people are sitting around and cheering and jaunting. And you tell them your darkest secret. You start talking about how you used to tell them.
Well, you see, not too long ago, actually. Teeth? What are you doing out here in the middle? I would starve my slaves for weeks, and I would eat in front of them. And I would eat, and crumbs would hit the floor, and I would point at those crumbs. And I would say, if you work for a week straight, and then I would stand on the crumbs and smush them into the ground. Say, you can lick this off the bottom of my foot, but only if you clean your mouth out first.
Excellent. Everybody else give me an insight check.
Horrified.
What a piece of shit.
20!
My
Not
life
natural.
has nothing of this.
Dirty 20!
16 plus, so 16.
Oh. What was the check again?
Inside.
Insight. Okay.
Insidious check.
9.
He's telling the truth.
Maybe I'm too
You
drunk.
see the idea. You can see that in his eyes. Something's come over him. You feel magic emanating off him, but you know in your hearts he's done that to people.
Lanthanus like stops like mid-song.
The whole tavern has turned around,
Yeah, just be like-
and the music stops, and everybody just. And you feel compelled to tell another secret.
And I have never romanticized with anything ever. And the idea of that makes me want to cry like a little wimpy boy.
In your head, you hear to yourself, except for that one lady that hugged me once.
Scotty's mum?
But maybe that's changed. Maybe I will not cry about it.
And Teeth, you are one fucked up individual. I think you need to go back to bed.
And with that,
Oh, sick of it!
you snap back into reality, not knowing how you've come down here. The last thing you remember was sitting at the desk, writing notes in your spellbook.
I'm gonna go back upstairs.
You walk back up the stairs, and an errant piece of fruit hits you in the back of the head.
I deserve that! Without turning
Lanthanus
around.
standing like,
Without
yeah, you
turning
did.
around.
You did.
Sorry, it just gets fat down. Kicking himself.
As that little hand points up and says, "I deserve that," a little chuckle echoes through the room.
Got him.
And so you spend the rest of the night drinking, reminiscing about Millicent.
Romanticizing her memory.
You had a bit of a thing with her, so you especially miss her.
Why do you think he's putting so much emotions into his creative music that I am not good enough to think of creatively? But he is.
I'm asking around the bar if anyone knows about my lover. Drunken in a drunken stupor. Have you
Did
heard
you
of
ever
him?
meet fucking so-and-so?
He's a half elf.
He's still there.
Do you know of
He's
him?
been missing for 14 weeks.
You're literally talking to a dude like this. The dude that you're talking to is like this.
And I'm just
Like he's asleep, he's snoring, and you're just talking to him. Like, have you seen my lover? He's about
He's
6'2".
about this tall.
And the guy's just like, as you talk, his face hand slips.
Hello?
You
Hello?
pull his hair back. Drill up his tongue. And you let go.
Are you listening to me? What a bore. Another round.
So
Me
actually
and my
standing
friend.
in the middle of the pub with like, he just ripped out a chair board and he's just got like 2 pages on it. Just, let's go
Just tear-
Pissed as
The Dragonborn's just like tears of red flowing down his face as he bench presses something.
No one dares tell him otherwise.
No one dares to say.
I'll do it all night, I swear.
The barkeep sits behind the counter. It's a strange night tonight.
Some strange folk abroad.
And so you all find yourself a place to sleep for the night. Do you take the time to attune to the magical item that you picked up?
The pearl, the beastie thing that was last angry.
I think it's called the Pearl of Power.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar.
Pearl of
Pearl of Power.
Sounds pretty G.
Django's just stacking up the fucking...
Let's go all the shiny orbs.
all the shiny orbs.
Hey, that's my shiny orb.
If attunement is required, I would have probably attuned to the ring that Millie had as well, the Ring of the Fey Dragon.
Yeah, I can't... it's like called the Ring of the Dashing Ball or some shit. The
Ring of the Dashing. Let me.
Oh, no, it's
Give me a
some-
sec.
It's a bull ring. Search for items that have bull in the title.
Yeah, that's probably the best way because ring didn't bring up
No.
shit.
Where
Do you
the
know what
fuck
book
are
it was
the
from?
magical items? They're in the DM's guide, aren't they?
Pearl of Power. I mean, I can just tell you. It's basically.
It
I
gives
know
you-
the item.
It's like an extra...
Basically, it has one charge that you can spend each day, and you basically recover. You can spend an action to recover a spell slot of up to 3rd level.
The pearl of power.
Yes. If you search for Pearl of Power in D&D Beyond, it's there. It's exactly what it says. It does what it says on the box. It gives you 1 spell slot up to 3rd level once per day.
Oh, look at the symbol. Look, it's like a dagger and some bands and some like other
like a light bulb.
bands and a pearl. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about this since 5 months ago.
Give me the picture.
Yeah, so there's no magical items that I can find that have bull in the name. So, I'm not sure. Do you remember roughly what it does? Because that might be help you find
I've got it written here.
Okay.
Like what it does.
I mean, it was based off an actual item. This app doesn't have every book, but it has a lot of them.
It's good on tape.
So,
I'm gonna get some cookies and milk anyway.
cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk.
Let me search for rings in here and see what I can find. Ring, ring,
Well, hearing that item that basically gives me animate dead for free every day
But you don't have it.
should be extremely useful for me.
Okay, 1-3 charges damage. It's got 2 rams here. It might be ram. Look up
Oh,
ram.
yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
But it doesn't shoot out.
Ring of the Ram.
It
That's
doesn't
it.
shoot out a ram. It shoots out a fairy dragon. But it's the same stats.
Fairy dragon.
Yeah. So just risk it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas ring is an action to spend 1 of its 3 charges to attack one of the creatures you can see within 60 feet. The ring is a spectral ram's head, spectral fairy dragon's head. Attack roll is +7 bonus on a hit for each charge you spend. The target takes 2
It's
force
in
damage,
December.
and people can fit 5 feet away from you. You can expend one of the ring's charges to try and break an object received within 15 feet.
Okay, well, these guys are getting drinks. I'm going to go out and get a drink from the shop because I want more Gatorade.
Cool. Okay.
So
Now I know
it'll
what it
take 5
is.
minutes.
Ring of the Ram's Head. And
I'm just going to let
out.
the stream running.
Ring
and
of the
change
ram's
it.
head.
You can all talk amongst yourselves while I'm gone.
Yep, I'll be here to talk shit, because why the fuck not?
Legs.
I don't know if you guys can see on the map, but down in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, you can see the time of day it is here, even though it should be like it's 8:30 p.m. But
I'm going to the shop. Fuck all you.
Yep. Friend.
Dinner time.
Dinner time. Come on, grab your friends.
Travel to very distant lands.
Come on,
Take
grab
the
your
dog
friends.
and
Been a human.
from wherever and
Travel to the
adventure time.
destinations.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
For ages,
Is it
hey?
Adventure Time?
Bedtime,
Yeah.
yes.
Love that
Adventure
shit.
time. Come on, grab your friends. On to very distant lands.
Abby, do you have a phone charger?
Not
Fine.
only. I think Nick has an Apple
Okay.
charger. He has an Apple phone.
Like the normal
Very
flat with the
distant man.
bars or the
Lightning
USB-C
charger.
one? You can use mine. I'll give it to you in a second.
Want to be.
I now am attuned to 3 different items. Yeah, boy. I can now do. I can just choose to break shit. I can use the ring to like just break shit. Pick an object I see. Fucking boom.
Break
Break
it.
it.
Really?
I mean, the ring makes a strength check with a +5 modifier. Oh, so it's +5 bonus for each charge you spend, and I can spend up to 3 charges. So I can literally just break shit with a +15 strength modifier. That's even better than fucking what you can do.
That won't work, yeah. So I use it for my iPad.
So yeah, I can essentially
those
spend.
actual
I can spend
acronyms.
3 charges and.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I'll have a look
15 bonus.
eventually. Ooh. I've
I've
got
got one in the car.
coaches and I'm doing a lot of fitness related stuff. So without sounding rude or anything, I just have too much on my plate to consider more items, Raven. But appreciate your interest in what I'm doing. No, I'm gonna. While we're in intermission, I'm not wearing a hat for a bit because
It's hot.
it's a hot hat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be wearing it all. That's fucking. That's too much. It's too much in fucking Queensland fucking summer.
Yeah, it's so hot in here. It's like 30
It's not even hot,
degrees.
it's
or something.
humid. It's humid as fuck.
It's 24 degrees, but it just is so humid.
Yeah, it's the humidity which does it. 24 degrees and like, yeah, 100% humidity. Literally, in my place, the low was.
Yeah,
like,
Gangle, would I be
25.
able to have that item from you?
Which one?
The spell slot one.
Pearl of Power. It's definitely not the most suited to you, Gangle, because for one, you never use all your spell slots anyway.
Yeah.
2, you can't regain the 3rd level spell slot because you don't have 3rd level spell slots.
Okay, well there we go.
He can regain a 2nd level spell slot or a 1st level spell slot if he chooses. Sure. Now is exactly the time to read something.
So the one on the right is like
Yes, I have to log all my things through the fitness
Like the
application that
general-
they've given me. So with the challenge, I'm doing it through a gym that actually has like a fitness coach
It's like-
application,
oh, it's not on the screen.
which I have to track the workouts that they do.
I also have
So
another couple of
I
ideas
also
at the bottom, just some random
am
ones.
to also
But
input
I
my
wrote
calories
like
into
a
there.
story.
So it's all sort of
How
done.
I'm
I
introduced
believe that the
to this
competition
side.
that I'm in is to market this application that's included as a package deal for the gym itself. So, for example, I don't know, can they see on the stream what I'm doing? Can, is it coming up as one of the squares?
No idea. I'm not looking at my thing.
So like in here I have the application where I have to like log everything. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, what I'm basically saying is it's like a whole app on my that I have to do everything in.
I was trying to look, but I don't know how to work that.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So within that application I need to like put in the amount of steps that I do every day. Which is easy, it's just a step goal, but now it actually synchronizes to this new watch that I've got from my beautiful girl friend who's out of frame, who will be joining us in the next campaign, by the way. I guess while we've got a bit of an open time to discuss things, I have pretty much got my character figured out, but the only thing that's going to alter that, because I'm sort of coming up with this other character idea all of a sudden, my first character is a fighter. The other character idea, I would be looking at something healing related, but I guess that would be something that I need to actually explore. I understand, Raven, as you DM, you play multiple games of Dungeons and Dragons. I actually have not looked into the mechanics of any class. So when it comes to deciding my next character, I'm really my only knowledge of classes is actually watching gameplay play out, and what out of all of them, all of the gameplay I've really liked Barbarian, and I was really fascinated. I'm really fascinated in Warlock as well, seeing Sam playing Lanthanus and doing some really cool stuff. But yeah, so in terms of kind of fighter, I believe Sam actually recommended Battlemaster. I haven't explored the class at all and read into it, so from the sounds of Sam's explanation of how my character is, I would like to play him as, that's what he's recommending. In terms of the other character, yeah, it's just for like a full healer. That being really the trophy point of the character build, like not really damage dealing at all. Like that's damage obviously can happen, but it's not the priority. So I'm sure there'd be a way to still be able to rack up some damage and be useful for damage output, but the primary focus would be focusing on whether it's feats or the spell selection that is healing. Yeah, so those are the character concepts. You've read the world, and I do want to shy away from spell casting, so I'm not too sure what realms of no, thank you. Healing would be accepted. So yeah, in any sense, that's kind of like what I'm thinking for the next campaign, and I'm looking forward to
finishing reading stuff.
Echo Knight, cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I believe that's got like a fair bit of teleportation, doesn't it?
Put it in my hat.
Put it in your hat.
Yeah, so I like what you're saying there about artificers and clerics and druids being able to choose their spells, but in terms of the world for the next campaign, I think I kind of want to go with the flow that I'm reading into, and I'm leaning more towards fighter. However, I understand Sam had a fighter idea, so I kind of want to just hear what that is, and if it's cool as, which I'm sure it is, I might be like, okay, you do that, and I'm going to just overtly do something completely different.
I mean, my front runner idea for a new character is not fighter related anyway. It's a halfling druid.
Oh, it's a druid. Okay.
Halfling wildfire druid. So little small dude who likes to set things on fire. Likes to burn things. Little arsonist, basically.
I like that.
That's yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's a rough. I mean, not rough. That's a very brief sort of idea. So, I mean,
who's got food in the microwave?
Oh, me.
I just fighters. Yeah, I love fighters, but at the same time,
Yeah, sorry.
if I mean, if you really like the idea of a fighter, I would definitely push for you. I mean, you can you can have more than one fighter in a party because they're always quite useful. But yeah, I would push more for if you want to explore the fighter subclass, fighter class or whatever, to definitely look into that. Because like I said, I mean, I have so many character ideas. Like I much prefer to see what everyone else is playing and fit a role that everyone isn't playing, I guess.
We will have
I have so many different ideas that I can
I thought you were still eating. I was like,
have character ideas to fit any role, whether I'm, whether the party needs more of a tank or a martial class and things like that, or whether the party needs more of a support class. My idea for a druid is more sort of support than straight up damage dealing and things like that. So more of a battlefield controller with a bit of summoning and lots of setting things on fire, essentially.
Sweet.
I mean, the arsonist is definitely more of a, although using the wildfire subclass, it's definitely more of a flavor choice. It's more of a, using fire-based cantrips like control flames and things like that to just create lots of
mayhem,
fiery chaos, much more chaotic character than I guess I'm used to playing.
Ooh, are we going to see Wild Sam emerge? Oh,
Probably a bit more with this character idea. That's
one as
definitely
Both of them.
definitely something that I would look at more chaotic ideas and that kind of stuff. Like I said, I mean the very idea of a sort of wildfire druid is sort of very chaotic. But it is actually a sort of revisiting of a character idea I did play a few low levels of in an actual game, an IRL game, but didn't get the chance to explore the character further due to the group didn't really work out due to inexperienced DM and long travel times to get there, and just a lot of parts about the game which I didn't enjoy as much. So I didn't get a chance to explore the character idea as much as I wanted to. So I'm thinking of revisiting that character idea and hopefully exploring it further to have a lot of fun with it. But,
and this is the segue to announcing how awesome of a DM Nick is.
Yeah. We've actually got a DM which is awesome to be able to create ideas with, to be able to play story ideas through. Definitely want to create a lot more of backstory with the new character than I have been able to with Lanthanus. Lanthanus' backstory was never really fleshed out or sort of... We didn't really have time in the campaign to really go that far into it, which is joining later in the campaign and that kind of thing.
That's
what
why,
happens, but
this is the exact reason why next campaign is going to be much longer. We're going to be doing milestone leveling up, because then I can just...
you control exactly
I
what
control
happens
when we
when.
level up. So,
And that's a much better way of doing it, I think, in my opinion.
Yep.
I'm absolutely happy with that because I appreciate.
I mean,
the
in all
pace.
honesty, we've gotten to this campaign where it's sort of like,
It's
we're
gonna
doing
be-
milestone sort of leveling now anyway, because
it's
easier to do
because
it that way.
the reason we're doing milestone levels now is because you're so overpowered that even if I kept leveling up you normally, you just keep leveling up quicker and quicker and quicker.
It gets out of control sometimes, and
does.
it's a lot. I find
Like
milestone
last week,
is so
like,
much better.
Just killing those two monsters. Oh, thank you. Just killing those two monsters. That was like fucking a CR11 and a CR5. Oh, no, I can't remember what the other one was. 5, 7. But even with the extra zombies that I threw into the mix, like something like Fireball just destroyed them all. I was like, here comes some combat economy, and Antique is like, nah.
Fuck your
Was
economy,
that
bitch.
while I was
Fuck your combat economy.
Was that while I was also subduing everything else at the same time?
Yeah, fuck you.
I think there's
That was too OP.
definitely I've got. I'll use some ideas later when we've got people to go through it and stuff like that. But definitely the original idea, if you did still want to explore that a bit further and stuff like that, I've got some ideas which would work really well. Definitely Warlock is a very fitting thing. There's a few ways I've got an interesting idea which could work in terms of like the transformation, possession, and that kind of stuff, which I think would work quite well. But we can flesh that out a bit more. All the other ideas and stuff that you've got, there's a lot of some cool ideas that you can run with there as well. So I wouldn't give up on the original idea, because it's definitely obviously a lot more fleshed out, and there's some really cool ideas which could be a lot of fun to play out in games. So. But I'll go through it all when we've got a lot more time.
And the backstory kind of evolves. Like I sort of had one, and then kind of things happen, and like Nick will introduce like a part of the land, and it's like, oh, okay.
I find my backstories. I'm not a very good creative writer necessarily. It's something that I struggle. I literally was straight D's and E's in English when I was in school. Like it's not something I'm good with. Numbers and maths and physics and science and all that sort of shit.
You don't need to write.
Creative writing, not so much. But
I've found a perfect notebook, man.
I can think creatively and that kind of stuff, and I find that backstories, it's always, for me personally, I always like to have a bit of an idea, but then
That's my job.
The backstory comes out more. It's good
Through
to
the
have
game.
good to have an idea, but at the same time, when characters meet, not everyone's gonna just tell out their whole life story. So
Exactly.
you can think of things, and your character also might lie about their history and their backstory, and like you can always either change things or add
Or
things.
I might lie to you about your backstory.
Yeah.
Like, take the perfect example is when Rihanna thought that Nadir was dead.
Yeah.
And he came back and tortured him.
He had a backstory that he'd written, and then you've just gone, well, actually,
Well,
this is what
actually,
happened.
this is what
you
happened.
didn't even know that,
You didn't even know it.
which was cool. And
But
that's,
I don't know if you guys remember, like 3 games earlier, I prefaced it by saying, oh, you remember that night you remember standing on the bridge and pushing him off and watching his
Yeah,
body
yeah.
fall into the darkness.
No, that's what I remember. That
And I was
cool.
like, I'm not telling you that he died because
You're
didn't.
conveniently leaving out the full story. You're just telling him what he remembers.
I've got the perfect notebook. It's by Oscorp. It's the Oscorp fucking 69 420 Solo Man 5000 Blazer.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the top quality.
A top quality leather bound. When you open it, it goes fucking beast mode. You hear that?
It doesn't say that.
Fucking beast mode. Yeah, I know where to get them, and it's perfect. It's got pages and places where I could write stuff, and then it's got these little corner tags that I could pull out. It's really satisfying that every week I get to pull one out. It's alright. I'm up here. I get to pull one out, and it's satisfying. I will send you a photo of it later.
Yeah, I was leading into it pretty quickly.
I've got like pulled pork and mashed potatoes.
Do the voice practice again.
Anyway, so you spend the night in revelry,
Fuck, I need me. I'll do that.
and you all wake up the next day. Late in the day. To a knocking on the door. Where do you stay?
Me.
Yeah. They can't accommodate a horse person.
I passed out in the corner.
Okay, just
Just in the corner of the pub.
Still
bar.
talking to that guy.
Yeah, I was talking to him and then I kind of got bored and laid down.
early hours of the morning you get kicked out of the tavern and
So I just sleep outside.
you sleep
in the bushes.
outside in the
Yeah.
bushes. Yeah. You wake up the next morning sitting beside Drangor, who is also fast asleep in the bushes. And his father, Gangor, is above him. Drangor's awake already, staring at you with his little eyes in wonderment.
I'm not quite sure what to do with this thing. Hello, little one.
And so as you make your way out of the bushes and shrubs, once again, Gangor, you're accosted by one of the Shidian guard. And he recognizes you. And you may recognize his face. And he tells you
Oh, Governor!
in no precise terms. He says, "Hey, Cher, the Hamish is okay. Hamish is okay. He's just an adventurer. He's fine. He's fine. Hamish, you can do this. I come with word from the Empress Yasmina. She beckons you to the great cathedral." Yes, good work, Hamish.
Is there
Can
something
you tell-
wrong with you, lad?
Nothing wrong with me, sir. I've got to get back to my routines, but all the guards have been told about you. And they need you to go see the governor, the Empress.
Alright.
And he puts his hand out to shake yours.
Crush it.
And he runs off.
Still holding Vanguard, looking at it.
Like at arm's length. It's like the first scene from The Mandalorian.
How does he
Where are
smell?
the hoofs?
Bad.
Sounds terrible.
Hot relish.
Rubbish.
Oh, hot rubbish.
You're all woken in the morning.
Yep.
At the door.
Yes. I'm definitely fine for wear because I had only a single drink, so I go to the door.
The shooting guard standing there telling you you've been summoned to the Christmas Yasmina's.
Okay, we're gonna need a. We'll be there in an hour.
As you wish, sir. Bows and nods and moves away.
I proceed down to the bottom area. Do you have any kind of refreshment that isn't alcoholic?
Oi, Gub, is your arm alright? And you see your sleeves pulled up
Yeah.
and your arms exposed.
Nothing, just a little scratch.
Just one scratch.
You want to see a healer for that one?
Do you know anyone?
All I heard was the last healer's dead, isn't it?
Ooh. Well, you can get another one.
I hear they'd be fixing too, but... Is this guy English or from the south? I don't know.
Are you alright, lad? Is the same wrong with you?
Anyway,
Do
I
a
was,
drink on the house.
Oh, no, you're alright.
maybe some water or
Get some
other
water,
refreshments
then we
around
can
here.
Round 2, buddy.
How much of that?
$1 for the spin. I mean,
Yeah.
a silver piece for the water spin.
Enough for everyone upstairs and Gangor?
Hmm?
Is that enough for everyone?
Well, to pay for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Is that is that enough?
Siri, fuck off.
Yeah. I would like to order enough for everyone.
Enough water.
Yeah, and also pay him
Oh.
to take it upstairs.
Yep, a couple more silver pieces if you do that.
3?
Yep.
And we're gonna need some
Are
refreshments.
you alright, Governor?
Something wrong with you?
We're gonna need some refreshments. If you could tail end up there and help them out to bring them some water and maybe slap the dragonborn. I'll give you a gold piece.
He's dead.
Cyrax, you're awoken by a slap to the face.
He's dead.
Don't kill me! The wizard told me to do it. Bloodlust.
Is this where murder almost came from?
Sorry,
Remember
sorry,
that
you
moment
scared,
in
you
Star
scared the
Wars
crap
when
out of me,
Anakin
man.
Skywalker
I've been walking up with
talks
so
to
many
the young lady?
disadvantages in my 122 days here on this planet.
25.
25.
What save? Are you killing him?
We hand you a jug of water.
Ah. Tastes fresh.
Yeah, enough for all. So everyone gets a drinky drink.
Yeah.
Take it with
I head on down to the party. Sorry, I head on down to the party.
So when Lanthanus comes down, you will notice a distinct change in his appearance first up, and his demeanour. So where his flowing green hair was, and sort of pale green skin has been replaced with a almost sort of sky dark sort of blue hair, and definitely a sort of pale blue skin features instead of his usual green. His demeanour is definitely seems to be more somber, more of a forlorn demeanour, I guess. So he has done what Eladrin can do, which is essentially change his Eladrin season. So he is now no longer a spring Eladrin, but he is a winter Eladrin.
What happens? What?
Mechanically it just changes my phase step, so I can no longer give my phase step and teleport creatures away.
Okay.
Lucky it was
Instead, when I use my phase step, different things happen. Basically, when I use my phase step, one creature that of my choice that I can see within 5 feet, before I teleport, must succeed on Wisdom saving throw, will be frightened. Essentially, so
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
yeah,
Sick.
so it's different.
What
It's
is
a
that?
different
What,
thing.
what is that going to look? Oh, well, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, so it's his demeanor no longer becomes as jovial. He's no longer has a spring in his step. Pun
He's
intended.
honestly never really been jovial.
I mean, no, I never really played it. I never played it out properly. I mean, that is some of the regrets I've had with this character. I haven't delved into the emotional landscape that Eladrin should realistically be following. But I remember I don't play elves often, so and especially not Eladrin.
Does Millicent's passing have something to do with this change?
I mean, that's up to
the party.
the party to determine if they think that's the case. I know the answer.
Can you tell it to me?
It's winter?
I mean, yeah. So I mean,
No, we don't have to. but
so
like,
I mean,
that's
Eladrins
part
are very
of
much
being a
driven by emotion, especially being from the Fey realm and that kind of stuff, everything's about emotion and that kind of stuff. So it would make sense to anyone who could roll a decent enough insight check that they would probably realize that the passing of a party member, that you would have probably realized that they have a bit more history than
I
party
immediately
has.
understand and don't question anything.
That might have something to do with it. So, especially after the night of lamenting her passing and that kind of stuff.
I look at you, see you come down, and don't question or say anything.
He looks
I
like
get it.
he looks like himself, but just a different version of himself with different colours
Or
to his hair. Yeah, that's right.
Gangle, however, will.
What's wrong with you?
Look about your arms about to fall off, Gangle. You okay over there, bud? Minus 12 points.
That's funny.
Make a death save.
So anyway, now that we're all here and we've got the lantern has changed. I hope this is a good thing, and you're still one of us, part of the crew. We've been
I am
summoned.
still myself.
We've been summoned by the Empress. I said we'd be an hour, so we've got
45 minutes.
We've got, yes, dimension of time frame insert here.
45 minutes.
Yes. Minutes of times 45.
Well, if the Empress has summoned us, I guess we must obey her summoning.
What do you
If
think
we
she
must.
wants?
Who knows? Honestly, her whims are somewhat tiring at times. Summons us for any number of reasons, as if we are her pets to command.
Well, aren't you the greatest adventurers? Of course she'd summon you, right?
I suppose so.
One thing, and I'm beckoning everyone over to the side, away from the bartender. So, how many people are around?
This time in the morning, I'm not anywhere near as many. There's a couple people at the counter having breakfast, like a staple of bacon and eggs.
Okay, so go. Oh, there's this one thing I want to show you. I think it was a remnant of last night. It's over here. Then I come over, and when everyone's over, talking as quiet as I can so that everyone can hear, I say, "Don't you think it's interesting that we get summoned after we've found these magical items? I think we should be a little bit wary that we might be put into a position where we're to hand over these items. And if we were to hand over these items, would this then maybe create the demise that Fenn talked about?"
I wholeheartedly agree that we should be careful.
If I am not mistaken, we have already decided what it is that we plan to do with these items, and I do not believe that anything the Empress has to say should sway us from this path.
Well, Lavatha, you are one of the newest members. Would the party agree to let her hold all of the items while we go? And that way, we can make sure it's not to do that, just to be safe.
I think keeping the items separated is probably the best. Otherwise, anyone could simply overcome Lavatha to take all the items for themselves. I believe that there is not a single thing that any of the guards or anyone in the city could do to try and stop us if they chose to try and take the items by force. I would certainly not let that happen. I would do everything I can to stop anyone who tried.
Because remember what Feng said. We had to hold on to these items with goodwill. That's part of it. And until we destroy it, we must uphold that promise.
Sure thing.
Agreed.
Yeah, so, Gangor and Cyrex over there. Shall we go?
Yes.
So where are you guys going to go? Are you going to go to the cathedral, or are you going to go see Cressel?
Well, we've got... Okay, would we have enough time to make within our deadline to bop in there? Or would that cause us to be late?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know how long the conversation with Cressel is going to take.
Lanthanus, you're seeming awfully passionate this morning. Should we stop into Kressel first, or should we go straight to the Empress? What's your opinion? I think we go to the Empress.
As much as I loathe to be summoned like her lapdogs, we should perhaps see what she has to say. Perhaps see what insight she may have on the matter before we decide what to do.
Tell me your alignment right now. What is it? Make it up. What is it?
Oh, like just, well, good.
Just straight good.
Well, I don't, what are the alarm remind me?
So, you essentially, lawful, neutral, and chaotic.
Yeah.
And then
And you
good,
can do
neutral,
bad.
evil.
Yeah.
And you essentially have a combination of one column and a combination of the second column.
Okay, I guess it'd be like lawful, neutral.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for the prime
So-
sub, dude.
I
2
mean,
months.
alignment's a sort of. I mean, yeah.
I'm
It's
a
sort of a
rule
bit of
abider.
pigeonholing.
I just want you
Different
to...
people have different opinions on the
I'm good
alignment.
chaotic.
Chaotic good.
Might save your life, might steal your
Yeah.
life.
I haven't done any
Gangle
actions.
would probably be more chaotic good. I mean, if you want to.
What's yours, Lanthanus?
So, Lantern is definitely chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I mean, chaotic neutral is sort of a bit of a cliche that a lot of people just go, oh yeah, I'm chaotic neutral because I can do what I want. But it's not, I don't, it's hard to probably define alignment sometimes,
might
but,
help you get a home run.
but yeah.
Might steal your car, might help you get a home run.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was might save your life, might steal your car.
No, that's too nice to be. That's chaotic good. Helping you get a home line, that's just.
yeah.
I
And
don't
teeth being
care.
lawful neutral sort of fits. Chaotic good for Gangle sort of fits.
I'm lawful good.
Yeah.
Why you were biting people's faces off like the other day.
I would
I'm
definitely.
lawful good.
Cut the
Lawful
fucking
evil.
orc servant's head off.
You're definitely not lawful evil, and you're definitely not. In all honesty, you're definitely not
Like
lawful
neutral, like
Yeah, I was
neutral
gonna say,
chaotic.
Neutral
maybe?
or chaotic,
Like
and then
neutral chaotic.
probably good because I mean, he probably does. It's probably neutral good. In all honesty, would I think would be the best fit. Probably
Yeah,
more of a
always
neutral
talking
good.
about
Because he definitely does have a more of a greater good. Cares more about others. I mean, yeah. There's obviously huge debate on exactly what alignment is, that kind of stuff. It's more about definitely differs throughout the generations of D&D and that kind of stuff. It's definitely used to have much more of an impact. I find that alignment, the way that some people use alignment can be bullshit. I find it can be useful to sort of get an idea of. I mean, the thing about it is your personality is your personality. It doesn't always necessarily fit into one of the 9 squares of alignment, essentially, and can also change. So,
like the closest perception of what you think it is.
yeah, the problem is what some people perceive as one alignment might be different to what other people do.
So yours would have changed.
Well, I
Like,
have some that did for reasons that have been purely to support the team. I haven't done any sacrificial things.
Almost neutral good.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I mean, this is only my interpretation from outside looking in, but Antique's sort of use of that type of magic has been very much to make himself appear useful. It sort of definitely has that selfish sort of. So I mean, even like a lawful neutral or
Yeah, of course.
lawful neutral, lawful evil could be both considered, I guess. Evil, I mean, my opinion of the evil alignment doesn't necessarily have to mean, you know, you're a arsehole.
Full spectrum.
You're an arsehole who kills babies, you know, for no
Yeah,
reason. It's
like-
it's not necessarily that.
You're a
It's
wizard, Errol.
the way that some people look at it is, you know, good, neutral, and evil is more so how much your goals are centered on yourself and how much your goals are centered on helping other people. You know what I mean? So evil doesn't necessarily, you know, you might be more willing to help yourself over anyone else. Doesn't mean you're necessarily a person who's gonna just kill people for no reason and just be an absolute dickhead. So you could be classed as an evil, but not necessarily be, you know, the world's worst, you know, creature and that kind of stuff. So
I'm definitely looking to take back over my estate eventually and acquire power, which was going to get me to that
yeah,
point. So
I think that his goals are very much more centered on himself than other people.
That would be a
So
good-
definitely be more of a neutral or evil sort of on that side, but using, I guess, and again, lawful doesn't always necessarily mean you follow the law and that kind of stuff. It's more so you stick to
Your
A moral
duty,
code.
a code or a belief system or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Your belief system. I mean, the problem is, especially, a lot of people import, you know, current society, modern society's laws or that kind of stuff, which can vary obviously around the world, but in a fantasy medieval setting can vary a lot. The laws of one country to the next or one city to the next might change very, drastically and that kind of stuff. So lawfully is definitely more about, how strict you are on keeping to a set code, or how much your whims change your actions and what you do, you know what I mean? So that's the way I look at alignment personally. A lot of people disagree. People argue about it all over the internet, all over the world, and have done for decades, to be honest, but it's one of those sort of things. But that's just my little insight into alignments and what I think of them.
I had no reason to ask that question at all, just to spark conversation. What are you guys doing? Where are you going?
So I'm, as I said, we're both leaning towards going straight to the Empress, and I think that is really the way that we should go to keep pushing in the direction of seeing where the story's going to take us.
45-minute crunch. I don't think we'd have enough time to talk to Kressel, so I'll be keen to see the Empress.
Well, I'm lawful good.
Oh, that's got nothing to do with what we're talking
I
about.
think we should see the Empress.
Chaotic evil, so let's burn the whole town.
I think I might just take a shit over there on the way up.
Oh, fuck.
It's chaotic turd.
You're gonna have You're gonna have another bath, Gango.
I'm gonna roll in the turd.
What are you talking about? He's already had a bath this year.
And what a fine bath it was too.
I love
Was that when you got your new robe or something?
Yeah.
It should the
So,
old.
We make our way to the palace.
You're in the palace.
Oh, and on the way, hey Gango, that item of yours, I think would be very useful for me.
Oh, yeah?
May I please have it? It'll take me some time to attune to.
you don't know what it does. Did you tell him what it does?
I mean, if he attunes to it, he learns what it does.
I know he does.
Did you attune to it?
But didn't you just say that that item you have will be very useful for me?
Okay, well I don't know.
Exactly.
Meta knowledge.
That's metagaming straight up.
Just,
Do you have inspiration, Quinn?
I don't think so.
He does?
I don't know.
You're looking at it? Can you see it?
He's pulling it back up, but I looked at it earlier and I thought I saw something.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Because if you do, take it away.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm sort of half joking.
You want to, but you
I
probably
want
shouldn't.
to. I want to, but I probably
You took
shouldn't.
2 hit points off me before, and just popping my inspiration away. Alright.
I see how it is.
DM is exercising his authority.
Clearly.
1,
you
2,
got weak
3,
to
4, 5. 5
I see how it
That's
is.
a miss. Okay, that. And then. What are you guys doing?
Making our way to the
So you make your way to the Empress.
Emperor Rosario.
And you're summoned inside this Seamus's desk. He sits there.
Hello, Seamus.
Ah, it's good to see y'all.
Alright, lad.
You've looked better, Gangor.
I've had a rough.
Look a bit pale around the gills there.
I've had a rough ride, mate.
Go on through, the Empress will see you. You walk into the gilded room, and a young lady of about 15 years old sits at a table writing letters, her long blonde hair, golden in this light of the morning, midday. The light streams in through behind her as she writes. Couldn't be older than 15. She sees you stand up as she hears your hoofs approach. Elkathym's greatest adventurers. It's good to see you. Come, sit. And she gestures to the chairs.
It's alright, sit.
So just out of game, you guys have really got your hackles up here, don't you? Well, she takes her book and closes it. Of all the good things you have done throughout the land, I am here today to make you an offer. One that I hope you won't refuse. Ever since I was 11, I was thrust into this role of governing the town and keeping peace. I do not want this. I need a council of wise, active adventurers who can take from me this role and run this city. And with everything you've done throughout the land, there is no greater adventurers I can think of but you. I do not expect you to answer straight away. This is a humongous undertaking. And for this to work, I need you to be committed.
I think it is fair to say that this is not something that we would even be able to answer straight away. And indeed, any decision like this cannot be made until we complete one final task set before us.
Indeed. I know that what you are doing throughout the land is of the utmost importance. I know of the Gestalt. I wish you the greatest on your adventures. Come back to me. Run this city for me.
Anything you can do about me struggle? I'm a bit messed up.
How long are you here for?
How long do you need?
A day? At the most? I need to go see someone.
We also need to go see someone. Perhaps we could reconvene.
Indeed. I'll see what I can do for you, Gengor.
And if we all make it out of this alive, I think only then may we consider your offer.
She laughs in a sort of wistfully sad way and says, couldn't have you doing the job if you were dead now, could I? I wish you luck.
That's just a somber nod.
Thank you.
With the full gravity of the situation apparent up on his face.
You can see it on hers too. She doesn't look like that young girl that you met with the smile on her face as you waltzed into the cathedral all those months ago. Is there something, Auntie, that you need?
There's one request. Before we voyage onto this final challenge of ours, it is prudent to me that we may require a bit of gold. Now, we have undertaken personal quests that benefit the entire nation.
Auntie, I've got you. She opens a drawer, pulls out a sack, and hands it to you. Its weight clings onto the table. Inspired, you'll find about maybe 5,000 gold pieces.
Why, thank you for your generosity.
If there's anything else you need, you let me know. The city of Shidakath is yours, at your disposal, if you take this from me.
We appreciate this.
I'll see you in a few hours.
But then distribute the gold evenly amongst us all.
How much gold was that?
1,000 each.
Thanks, bro.
I'm not sure what good
Because
this much gold will do us right now, but
Let's go shopping. It's time to go shopping.
Boom. I don't think breaking this item is going to cost me free. Is where I was getting to with this.
I don't think the cost is going to be in gold pieces.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be.
I agree with your first point, but I don't think the cost is going to be in gold. But
I'm gonna have to sacrifice
we will see.
our soul. or
We
something.
will see indeed.
We're all gonna have to die with the piece or something.
Gangor, can you reduce your maximum hit points by another 2, please?
He's now on 3 hit points.
51. Now I'm 3.
Get that inspiration.
Yeah.
He'll be inspiredly less health.
I've been inspired.
So, well, on the basis of that, and going with what Lanthanus was hinting to the Empress, we would be heading to the just to find out what the next part of this mission is going to be, and just going to seek Cressel's Cressel within the secret entrance that Gangor remembers.
Totally.
Someone better.
Yes, I think it's rather important to go see Cressel.
And I have taken.
Oh, you waiting for me?
Yeah, so we're simply going from there to the marketplace,
What was that?
to Cressel's spot,
You're going to.
the blacksmith of the or the weapon person.
Give me a survival check, Gangor.
Oof.
With advantage, because you've been here
Probably to
before.
change my character sheet.
Oh, it's dope.
I mean, it's important. Including profile picture and everything.
That would be 23. I've got a plus 10 survival.
Okay.
Is it road?
Cool. You easily run. You nimbly slip back through the streets, finding the spot where Rihanna led you to before. Do you remember how to open it? You do. There's a little clip. Grab the top of the thing and slide up the lid. It's like an old bread box that used to be on the side of the building. You guys notice Gangor walk up to a piece of, an outcropping of a building with a. Doesn't look like it has a lid. Looks like it's just something from inside has been built outward, like maybe a stove spot or something like that. And he puts his hands on the side of it, and you hear an audible click. And he lifts the lid up, and revealed is a ladder heading down into a darkened pit. A faint orangey glow.
This is safe for us to go down this route, right? Yeah. Okay, you first.
Give me an intelligence check.
What?
Strongest attribute.
Here's my inspiration.
Okay. Rolls 2 ones.
Done.
I will laugh hilariously if he does.
17, nice. You
16
think,
plus 1.
you think maybe it's not the best idea to bring these 4 other vagabonds down to this, because remember what happened last time? You got a bunch of arrows pointed at your face when you came in unannounced. And the only reason they didn't shoot you was because Rihanna was there to talk them down. With a very hefty persuasion roll, if I might add.
Actually, maybe I should just go alone.
That's a great idea.
I
was
would
gonna start
much
here
prefer
anyway.
that. I don't want to go.
Why are these guys just waiting?
I
don't
can't
know,
get down
you-
ladders anyways.
Manky holes.
So you make your way down the ladder. Yeah, it'd be a bit hard for Labitha to get down there.
I don't think I could.
Have a little
I think I'd
cram.
have to wait outside.
You'd probably have to wait outside.
It's one way down.
Dimension?
So you make your way down into that
Just leave the hatch open.
into that cozy and warm set of passages that opens up into the underground rooms and caverns that are the Thieves Guild. Give me a perception check for me. 10. Off the top of your head, you can't see Cressel anywhere. You barely recognize any of these people. The one person you do recognize is the hulking figure standing near an open bar at like a curbside bar, like it's just a hole in the wall serving drinks. The figure stands about 6 foot tall, 6.5, a little bit shorter than you, but just as wide, and he's human. His hair blonde and long, has braids in it. He wears a loincloth made of like animal pelts, and around his waist sits a hammer.
Hey, lad, are you?
He looks up at you. Gangor.
Hey, mate. I'm here to see that blacksmith. What was his name? Cressel.
I'm the blacksmith. Cressel runs the place.
Yeah,
I'm, I'm the blacksmith.
I could need you too. Come with me.
Roll persuasion. I haven't seen Cressel around, but I'll come with you.
Where could he be, mate? Where could he be?
I'm not his mum.
Well, no, we're here to find him.
You said you needed a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Here I am.
I've got some mates with me out waiting out there. I didn't want to bring them in.
Okay, that's very smart of you. Let's go. Lead the way.
I'll lead you out.
Oh, Chief!
Oh, yes?
Here's your man! Here he is!
Oh, hello, I'm Antief. Your name?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Fuck you, Siri.
That was fucking great. I don't know if that came through the feed, but I hope it did. I hope it did.
Well, we're not supposed to be meeting Cressel.
Gangor, is this not Cressel?
Apparently it's two people.
He said he was looking for a blacksmith.
More specifically, we need to speak with the man named Cressel.
I haven't seen him.
Do you know
Who would
anyone
know
who
him?
might have seen him?
He's like a whisper of the night. He doesn't get seen unless he wants to be seen.
I know someone like that.
If someone were able to get in contact with him or give him a message, who might that be?
I could give him a message. I usually see him at least once a day.
We've got a message for him. We need help saving the world.
Want to be more specific?
We'd like to be more specific, but to keep this matter private, we really want to speak specifically with Cressel. Bear the wrong ears. No offense.
None taken. I'm here because, you know, I'm Rihanna's good word. Drangor's a good guy. I can pass on your message.
We want to...
It's a bit cryptic though. Cressel might. He said he wanted a blacksmith.
We're Elkathym's greatest heroes. We've done marvels across this
Yeah, I've heard of
landscape.
it.
I'm not gonna lie, I did a pretty big mushy trip last night. I don't know what he might not know who he's looking for. What? Sorry. Good touch for the show. He did a pretty big mushy trip last night, mate.
Fuck,
He
they
might not
need
know
it.
who he's looking for.
So as you guys are having this conversation, what's everyone's passive perception?
18.
18?
I think mine's still the highest in the body.
19.
That's pretty
Wait.
bad.
It was
12.
19.
12.
It was the same.
Who's 19?
Passive
No,
perception.
not. He's not 19.
Mine's 13, yeah.
Okay, so the highest passive perception is you.
Yeah.
You don't hear it, but a voice whispers in your ear from right behind you. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, and lady. And out from behind you steps Cressel.
Oh, slimy blacksmith, where you been?
He looks at Anthony. Anthony's like,
You like two of the same people. Why?
I'm
Why
not.
have we got to split roles?
I'm not the blacksmith.
That's not what we were told.
I love Gango.
I don't know where you got your information from, sir, but it's wrong.
Yeah, go
I'm
let me do
Cressel.
talking.
I believe some of the information that Gengo got may have been of his own creation.
How about it?
Gentlemen and
Allow
ladies,
me to speak to you, Cressel.
what can I do for you? I'm Cressel, by the way. How do you know my
My
name?
name is Anteeth Coldude. Nice to meet you. I'm the useful wizard.
Very nice to meet you.
We have fallen upon a legendary quest. And no, we're not just here to boast you. We may have some items at our hideout of great magical power, and we need these to be destroyed
Maybe let's go one for you.
in all their entirety.
He looks at Anthony. That makes sense. You want to destroy some items.
Yes.
You're
Not
a
just
smart man,
any
Gango. You're a
items.
smart man.
I told you I'd
I
need
think
both
you
of
might-
ya.
You might be the only one who has ever said that in like ever.
Me intelligence might be alright, pretty average, but it's good with me nose.
I can make a fine, pretty thing, and I can destroy it too. What do you need? What do you need destroyed? Show me.
Okay.
Do you know?
What's the guarantee that you can destroy this before we go back to our hideout and get these items?
I can't guarantee anything. You came to me. Why do I need to give you a guarantee?
Because
Do you want me to help or not?
these are world-class items. Can you break things of that level?
Do you know what? Do you know what the Gestalt are?
I have. It's a child's tale. It's a
A
myth.
story, a legend, a myth. They are all these things, but they also very real, and very tangible artifacts. Artifacts that contain great power, especially when all together.
That's at our hideout.
What wasn't even in me boy?
So the story's true?
Yes.
For good or for bad, unfortunately, these stories are very much true, and we have
Crystal,
managed
do you
to
know-
stop this these artifacts from being gotten
they've-
into the wrong hands.
Yeah, they've obviously fallen into the right hands, haven't they? Crystal, do you know of the Gestalt? Crystal's like, no. Okay. I'll fill you in.
Insight check. Cressel.
Okay, roll.
I'm curious if he actually is. Has no idea. 16?
You beat him. He's telling the truth. So, show me the. From memory, this is. I can't remember even what they were, guys. From. God, this is a story my mother told me when I was a babe. Back near the water's edge.
Can I also do an inside check to see if I trust this guy to reveal that
roll.
we have them on us?
Roll. 2 4s in a row.
16.
Yeah.
The dagger of venom.
He's not lying.
Okay.
Ring of regeneration.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
Pearl of power.
Look, I didn't want to reveal right away because these items are as they seem. They are as powerful as they can be. And we have them here with us.
This is all overwhelming. He says as he runs his hands through his beard.
I don't know if anyone else can do this.
Let's go to my forge. Come. There is another way for you to get down there. Let's go. So, he's just been staring at you going, I have another way to get you down.
Your problem.
He takes you south, far, far south, till you get to the water's edge of the river that runs straight through the middle of Shidakath. He looks around at all of you and goes, "We're going for a swim," and he jumps into the water. He lands, turns around to face the wall, and starts swimming. And from this angle, you can't see it, but he swims into an alcove. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
You all jump into the water. It's nice and warm this kind of time of the day. The air seems fresh around you. Millicent would have loved this time of day. And you swim on through the channel. The alcove expanding out and leading up a slight rise until it becomes cobbled again and turns into a passage in truth. And you continue down, following Anthony as he leads the way. After a few minutes, you arrive back. If your direction sense was that good, you'd feel that you are pretty much in the same spot you were standing before. He opens the door and walks through into the caverns of the Thieves' Guild. He beckons for you to follow, and he makes his way along one of the walls towards a darkened forge. He looks around at you and said, "It'll take me a minute to fire her up." And he walks off to grab some coal and a flint. Gangor's not dealing too well with the hit points being taken away from him.
It's pretty savage.
I'm
feeling
Perhaps that potion was magical.
After a few minutes of him bent over the forge, pumping on the bellows are what you hang people from. He's pumping bellows, pumping the bellows, the fire growing with each breath of air. Until after a moment, he walks over, pulls a lever around to reveal a crucible. Pulling the lever off to the side, you see the fire up around the crucible and start heating this pot. Why, it'll just take a minute.
Need a hand there? I can produce a bonfire.
Come and push the bellows for me, Antique. You walk over and try, and your strength is barely even. You can barely budge it.
I could create a fire with my trusty wand here.
Not the kind of fire we need.
I'm just trying to be useful.
Perhaps Cyrax might be better suited to pumping the bellows.
Cyrus proudly struts over there and starts
The
smashing
fire
the bellows.
grows with every pump.
Blue flame.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it. No worries at all. I like running in first places.
Put the item in the crucible. The crucible now white hot starts to glow with runes. Take your ring off and you throw it in the crucible.
I take off the brace of defense.
And teeth wait. As you pump Cyrax, Anthony bent over the crucible looks. He looks up at your Cyrax and goes, "You can stop." He pulls the drawer close. And the fire dissipates around the crucible. And it loses its colour and luster back to a stone pot. And you all gather around, heads against one another, looking into the crucible, and you see in there the ring unharmed and still in its original state. That fire was hot enough to
To melt mithril, there is some magic on this I cannot break. And besides, even if we could melt them down, that doesn't necessarily mean it's destroyed. Instead of a ring, you have a golden blob of world-ending.
Well, where can we find flames even hotter than that?
I do not think it is a matter of flames. I think it is a matter of power that can destroy.
It is a matter of flame.
Something like this.
It is a matter of flame, Lanthanus. The dragon's heart.
Where's that?
Deep, deep inside the mines of Shidakath, there is rumour of the mountain that flows in the scourged waste. Deep inside the mines, a column of fire flows upward with some ungodly force. Even if the items do survive, they will dissipate in the molten rock. They could never be reforged. This is my best plan that I can come up with.
Well, the only thing I ask, and maybe with your abilities, forging items, will we be in a place with immense heat? Do you have anything that can help us resist that?
I can come with you.
Sure. Lead the way.
Well, you guys know where the mines of Shidakath are.
Been to them.
You've been them.
No,
But we haven't been to
I
the
think
Dragon's
Lanthanus
Heart.
Lanthanus doesn't.
No, Lanthanus
hasn't been
hasn't.
there, but you know of them. It's not like it's a
Big
small
Daddy's
mining.
mines.
Yeah, Big Daddy's mines.
Lanthanus has driven past them
I think I'm starting to feel a cold coming on.
on the way to the crossroads of rivers.
Kick my ass.
Well, of what use will you serve coming with us?
I have nothing else I can offer. Just to travel with such great adventurers would be an honor. To die in battle beside you would surely pave my way to Valhalla.
Well, if you're welcome to come to a doom quest deep into the mines where we're going to go to the hottest flame known to man at this point, you must be crazy like us. What's your name, lad?
Gengar, it's Anthony for the third time.
Hey,
I think you need to lie down, Gengar.
That's not that. I'm a fella.
Cressel.
Cressel, where's he gone?
He disappeared.
We literally left him to come to where we are then.
I've been walking this whole time.
He's swimming, bit of swimming too. I think we need to get you checked out, eh?
So it is true.
You're
the
probably
stories,
fucked up.
Excuse me, Anthony, is there an Alcoholics Anonymous on this plane?
Fucking Narcotics Anonymous, yeah.
We do have a healer downstairs.
Maybe he'll sort out that potion.
I'm really not doing so well.
I mean, that healer will probably help you in your ailments, my
Obvious
friend.
to everyone except for you.
Get on down there, my friend. We'll walk you down.
I think we're going to call it there.
Sweet.
That's tonight's episode. Thank you all for playing.
I had that so well.
You're slowly losing your
I truly don't know whether you are playing that well or you literally don't know what the fuck's going on. It's a bit of both, yeah.
I've been playing it so well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I've been playing it.
Role play, top notch, bro.
Top notch roleplay tonight. Yeah, good work.
I'll get inspiration back again.
I feel like that black potion's slowly gonna kill
So,
me.
we'll pick it up next week with what may just be the last episode of the campaign.
Oh, Wolfgang got
Two
died.
Yes, stay tuned.
Home Alone meme.
Thank you all for making this a wonderful adventure that we've partaken in. I appreciate you all putting in the commitment and the time and the effort and making this fucking something special that we can look back on and go, fuck yeah, we did that. We killed a dragon, cunts. It's fucking sick.
Don't forget the
Yeah, we killed a
line.
dragon.
Not a big one.
Just
a
demon
baby
one.
Don't worry, this place has,
Multiple
has
beholders.
strong dragon vibes to it. Just saying, like it's good dragon.
No.
Something about the name.
Something about the name, the dragon's
Dragon
heart.
Who?
Extra dragon.
It's actually an ogre.
An ogre dragon.
No, it's called Dragon.
Yeah, no good name dragon.
Yeah. You're bigger.
Thanks for
Fire
the
giant could make sense. Fire giants are fucking.
Alright guys, we're gonna move. Hey Nick, I'm just gonna leave my chair here, bro. For next
Okay,
week.
man.
Just.
Can you just fold it up and put it
Yeah,
over there? Oh, that's alright, I'll do it later. So
That's
just
that,
walk
shoot off.
Catch you, man.
Oh, that is bro. Safe travels.
Thank you.
We're gonna go raid the GM workshop because that's who we always raid because he's where the fuck is my
Except for
mouse?
when we went too late and he raided us instead.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't forget to drop in, say hi. Thanks for hanging out with everyone this week. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week.
Had so much fun. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your night and fucking much love, guys. See you next time. Alright, see yous.
That's not gonna